It has been a long 2 weeks. It was long, it was lonely, it was cold.
I missed him so much.
But now he's back. Jordan, the man, back in town, back in action. Actually, as of just a few hours ago. How does it feel to be back at it? Did you miss us?
Yeah, no, it feels really good. I was gone for 2 weeks.
2 weeks is such a long time to be gone.
Yeah.
In a hotel? I heard like a prostitute hotel.
Kind of.
From what I hear.
think there was
It charged hourly.
They charge by the hour.
It was rough.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You were in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
How is the lovely state of Wisconsin?
It was 8 degrees.
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
Yeah.
That's really cold.
It was, and we were outside for some of the stuff we were doing.
That's
so it was-
Fahrenheit.
That's
8 degrees
Fahrenheit. Yeah, Fahrenheit. So below freezing.
It was below 0 Celsius.
Yeah, that's how it works. But no, it was a lot of fun. I saw Lake Michigan. I went to the Milwaukee headquarters. And honestly, after I did those two things, I really didn't care about the rest.
Yeah, how's
but-
Lake Michigan? I hear it's like an ocean, like the Great Lakes. Have you
Yeah,
ever
it's-
seen the
it's
Great
really-
Lakes?
it's really
I
busy.
have.
It's like an ocean, right? Don't they have their own tides? They're
I
that
don't
big?
know. There was ice on it when I was there, like on
Whoa.
the shore.
Oh.
It was 8 degrees.
Did you jump in? You should have polar beared it.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
I
Like
didn't think of
literally
that.
cool.
Yeah.
It would've been
No, I didn't think of
really
that.
cool.
I didn't think of that. That's a good idea. I took a picture though.
Fun fact, in my life,
job.
I have polar beared one time. There is nothing like it.
In your own bathtub.
It takes away your breath. Afterwards, you're like, yes, though. I did it. But it's insane.
Gives you the zinger.
Oh. Beyond, like, that's an understatement. The zinger is an understatement.
No, yeah, I actually couldn't breathe when I did it. I polar beared too.
Oh, have you done it too?
And my body like seized up. And
Yeah,
I
it,
think
like,
I
takes-
almost died.
So what you got to do is you
They
just
call that
got to
the
move.
double zinger.
Like you just got to move. I did it for like maybe 5 minutes total. But you got to move, and once you move, boom, you're good.
Okay, yeah, I guess I should try it again. I have a lot more polar bear aspects to my body now.
I mean, there's a lot more insulation.
yeah, when I was in my prime, I was like 2% body fat.
Where was much less same because I did it. I was like 17.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
oh
cold.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think
That's
we
why
could
it's always
probably-
old dudes that do it.
Yeah, maybe 20 minutes now. You took 5 last
I did
time.
5, yeah.
Let's do 20.
I don't even think I have to move this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a burger and fries.
We're just sitting there enjoying it. It probably feels good.
Probably feels really good
like it.
actually.
Since my resting body temperature is like 200 degrees now.
Nice.
It's like that of a sauna.
Yeah,
Steam's coming off of us.
yeah.
So did you end up, Jordan, you talked about taking your PC and your Xbox.
I took
and
everything.
You took everything.
Yeah.
How was that? Any problems at the airport?
No.
Nothing.
I
How did you
was-
pack your PC? Were you not
I
afraid
was,
that it was
I
going
was
to
a
get
little
crushed?
overweight.
Oh,
I had
did
to
you
make
have to
some
pay?
adjustments.
Oh, you had to make it.
He polar beared it.
He polar beared it.
No, I just rotated some things. Took some dirty underwear out of this one, put it in that one, and that got you, that.
brought dirty underwear?
No, this is on the way back.
Oh, okay. I plan to do my laundry on site.
I mean, dirty underwear is heavier
Yeah.
by nature.
Technically, I guess you're right.
Technically, there's more
Sweat
weight.
follicles.
There's sweat follicles.
Follicles that have left
Whoa.
their mark.
This is true.
No, yeah. No, it's pretty funny. We were at the airport this morning at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah. We flew to Minnesota and
last
then
night? We're talking about tomorrow or yesterday?
this morning at 3:30 a.m.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we flew to Minnesota first,
Okay.
and I watched Mission Impossible, and then we flew from Minnesota to Salt Lake, and I watched The Meg.
The Meg.
Yeah.
The shark one,
Yeah.
right? Was that any
Yeah.
good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I was kind of dozing in and out, so that probably tells you something about it. But Jason Statham has like a lot of good one-liners.
Oh, that's always good.
Like there was this one part.
I'd
was
watch it
best,
just
It was
for
the
that.
best part of the whole movie. He was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Megalodon," and it was awesome. But he said it in like his Jason Statham voice.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Very
So,
nice.
no, yeah. So the lady, apparently, you can't be overweight on your suitcase. They take that really seriously. Actually, I don't think it's really, you know, I mean, I'm not an aviator, you know. I don't think it really does anything to the plane. I just think they want to get more money out of you.
That's literally McSpicy and I know for a fact that that's what the case is because we've talked to someone who's in the industry.
Oh, okay, good, yeah, because it's a flat $100 fee.
Oh, very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. There's like, oh, you're 55 pounds. You can either redistribute or pay $100, and it's like, what?
I'll redistribute. Thank you.
Yeah, so I redistributed, and that lady, she was stone cold, man. I was at 53 pounds, and she wouldn't let me have it. But what's funny is I went to the other guy. There was an Asian guy there, a nice guy.
Yeah.
And
Well, he understands electronics.
Yeah, yeah.
He understands.
Anyway, I put my bag on there,
He
and
gets
it was.
it. He totally
I mean,
gets
he
it.
gets it.
Oh, you're bringing your PC, huh?
I got it.
Oh, we got this one. So anyway, I redistributed, and I got rid of the 3 pounds. I was right at 50, and I was like, hey, I hope I'm at 50. I might be at like 51 or something. He's like, yeah, 51, I'll let it go.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, so this guy's cool. The other lady was like 53. You're out. Like she
53,
was
you're out.
She was intense. I mean, she's probably employee of the month. She's probably making that company a lot of money.
Probably.
Yeah, because she's hardcore.
She's 50 and a half. 50 and half a pound.
$100
You're
bucks.
out. $100.
$100 or you're out.
Man, yeah.
I was telling you guys earlier what I was doing over there is basically learning how to drill and do like heavy equipment and stuff like that. Dude, it's manland.
Manland?
That's what I was telling you. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Disneyland for men.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime there's heavy equipment involved.
I described it as Tim Taylor's paradise.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mark even said, what'd you call it?
It's the Binford Palace.
Binford Palace. It really is.
Yeah.
There's big equipment.
Do we have a grunt? Can we get a
Yeah, do we
Binford
have-
grunt?
I actually think
There?
I have one.
Yeah, you do.
I
I
think
know
you
you
have
do
a
somewhere
Binford
in there.
grunt.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
get it.
hold on.
I think
keep
it's like
talking,
the
keep talking.
root,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, but
the question
I'm
grunt.
like buried in all this. I
No.
gotta
So,
find
no,
it.
yeah, we dealt with heavy. I didn't deal with all of it. Yeah.
Oh, there
I
it is.
have one. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll hit it again.
Got to learn how to drill into the ground. I want to change my gamer tag to Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
Yeah, Mark called me that the other day.
Oh,
Yeah, he was dig
that's
dugging it.
sick.
Dig
That is
Dug.
sick. I like it.
So
That was a
I
hard
bet you
game.
that gamer tag is taken. Guaranteed.
maybe not.
Dig Dug 6969 might not be.
Yeah, Dig Dug 69.
Guaranteed that one's taken, actually. It's probably more likely that one's taken than just pure Dig Dug. You know?
Just keep adding 69 to the
One
end.
of the greatest things though,
or
and
triple X.
I told you guys all this before we came, but one of the greatest things is this is the only place I've been to that has a bigger men's room than a women's room.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
Built for
Was
men.
it just like a urine trough
mean,
or something?
urinals as far as the eye can see, man?
I mean, when we build
and
our
then just
studio,
stalls everywhere.
when we build our studio, it will have.
Because I'll tell you,
it'll have a pretty hefty,
They serve-
pretty nice men's room.
they serve man lunch in
I
the
say we put a
cafeteria.
fridge in the bathroom in our studio,
Why not 2 fridges? One for steaks and one for drinks.
and with some sort of fiber drink, you know,
fiber. Oh,
some sort of fiber drink to loosen it up. Like that'll be
What?
in our.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. These like the
You don't no. This is what we get in the bathroom: a TV table that just right over your lap while you're sitting there, just right over.
like the pull out.
and then like a microwave in front
okay,
of you.
you're cleaning this room.
A microwave in front of you and Hungry Man meals.
Actually, I don't know if I trust you to clean this room.
Hungry Man meals. I don't know how sanitary that is, but
I
it would
know
be
it's
awesome.
probably not sanitary at all, but we're getting like
Dude, but it
luxury
would be
dinners.
awesome. Oh yeah, speaking of that, in our Discord this week, there are squatty potty discussions. I think to complement the bidet, I think I'm going squatty potty.
They say lifting your legs up like that really lets it flow.
That plus a bidet. Woo.
I don't know. I'm not a squatty potty fan.
That's nice time.
I like their commercials. The commercials are
They're
hilarious.
hilarious. So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had a good time.
Well, Jordan's
I'm glad
back.
to be back.
Hey, we're glad you're back too.
I didn't get
When
to
you're
play-
gone, it's like the regulator. The
if we-
regulation is gone.
If we wanted to
I
play,
think I swore a couple times.
oh,
last
there it
week.
is, right there.
Yeah. In chat.
I
Thanks,
think
chat.
I think I swore a couple times. I think the house burned down. I think some things caught on fire. Some equipment.
Yeah, you're like the drummer boy when we go to war. Like
That guy.
without you regulating us.
The guy that everybody aims for. The guy that gets shot.
Like we're just wandering. We don't know what steps to take.
Do you
what
ever
direction
wonder
to
if
go.
like we still used those guys like in modern combat? You know,
well, like a
Like-
drummer boy?
like a drummer boy.
Well, do we?
We do. It's called
we
ma-
march with muskets?
We do. It's called
No, like-
Metallica.
Yeah,
Enter the Sandman.
yeah. So, but no, it was so. I got to play some single player games because the internet wasn't so good.
Yeah.
If we wanted to have a good online connection, we had to wake up at like 4 a.m. and play because everyone.
I actually want to hear about what you played in Wisconsin in 8-degree weather
with
on your PC, Xbox. What'd you bring? Your Nintendo Switch as well?
I brought them all.
Okay,
limited to no internet.
I want to know with no internet what you played on your Xbox. But first, I forgot to. I mean, we're just welcoming you back. But this is podcast number 241.
Oh,
everybody,
We're doing a podcast.
welcome. Mr. McSpicy's here as well.
Oh, hey,
Yes,
I made
and
it.
so am
I'm
I.
here.
We are the X1 Bros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox One community. This is the last podcast of 2018.
Sort of. We still have a bonus podcast.
We have a bonus episode coming up for all of our Patreon subscribers.
But for everyone else, yes,
I'd say the
this
bonus
is-
podcast is more of a Howard Stern radio show.
It really is.
It's not really
Sometimes,
a podcast. You know what I mean? It's more.
I mean,
of a,
usually,
I get it.
if you have not listened to The Bros Gone Wild, I believe we're on episode 7 now.
Yeah.
The Bros Gone Wild bonus episode. Basically, it goes, Jordan's like laughing at my jokes.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm,
basically
and
how
I'm
it goes.
usually asking Mark to take off his shirt and show us his
didn't
boobs.
I think last
and
time?
he's trying to resist. By the end of the show, he does.
Yeah.
And then I describe them on air for everybody.
I
to
believe
hear.
last
it
time-
literally is a Howard Stern show.
Well, I believe last time there's a theory floating around about the Japanese starting some type of
Flying into the Pentagon.
that was it. Yeah, the
what it
Japanese.
was.
Yeah, because that episode was that's all over the place. But no, that's from a Jack Ryan novel.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so we
And I still don't know how you get the phone number for those guys.
the phone number.
for the
For-
dark web
for-
people.
Yeah, the dark web Rainbow Six Man.
Oh yeah, from the book Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
No, you just got to know people. It's like a red phone in the Washington,
I gotta
Yeah.
get me a red phone.
Usually it's written on the stall inside a bathroom at a gas station.
and it says call for a good
Jack
time.
Ryan.
Call Jack
It's code.
Ryan.
It's code.
Call Rainbow Six for a good time.
Yeah. So Jordan, what did you play on the Xbox while you were away from us? We've missed your. We also we game together less. Like basically, Xonebros gaming doesn't happen when Jordan's not making it happen. You know what I mean? Like
No.
yeah, you're like the hey guys, I'm going to be playing Fortnite tonight, or hey guys, let's do this, and then I didn't get any of those.
You're the
texts.
drummer boy.
I didn't get any of those texts while you were gone.
Yeah, it's because I had no internet. We were playing Overwatch on the PC for a little bit.
Did you LAN party it?
I think I took a picture of it. Well, because the other guy had a computer too, so we were playing Overwatch on the PC, and we took a picture of it because we knew no one would believe us. We had a 2,000 ping.
Boom.
Yeah,
2,000 ping.
I think it was like 2,800.
How do you play Overwatch? How do you even
don't
do that?
You don't. Well, actually,
That's
I don't
like-
know.
That's 2
'cause it was-
seconds. That's 2 full seconds.
Well, no, 2,000. It's 2 millionths of it's a millionth of a second, so it's still not quite a second. 2,000.
Mil is 1,000. So 2,000 milliseconds.
No, milli
is two.
is millions. 2 millionths of a second.
Oh wait.
Yeah, he's correct. There.
No, but 100
Milli.
milliseconds.
It'd be thilla.
Oh,
or
I-
1,000 milliseconds is 1 second, right? I'm gonna Google that because that's my understanding.
No, it's a millionth of a
I think
second.
I'm going to trust Spicy on this one.
Yeah, because I deal with this a lot. And
But I
that's
could be wrong. But
1,000
I'm perfectly
milliseconds to seconds.
I'm perfectly willing to admit that I could be wrong. Anyways,
Boom! Who's right? This is the first time on the show.
so you had a
Spicy's
2 second lag.
2 second lag.
Yeah, it was 2,000.
How do you like shoot somebody?
Were you getting
Well,
kills?
I don't know because I mean it
You
was
play
really,
Winston. That's all you do.
no. It was the thing is millionth would be a microsecond. Interesting. Anyway, no, so it sucked, but I think it actually benefited me a little because on my screen, if I'm like rubber banding and having an awful time, it's happening on the other guy's screen too. So I think it actually helped.
You're
Like,
that guy.
in the long run. You know what I mean? But it was just so hard to play. It was bad.
Did you get a chance to play on your Xbox at all?
Yeah, so that's when we turned to the Xbox.
Oh, what'd you play there?
Because for there, I actually played a game that it's in my top 5. I went back
Oh.
to it wasn't in my top 5, and then I played the crap out of it this week, and it was good.
So should we get to your top 5 now, or should we wait?
Or my top 3 or something. I don't know.
Let's get to the top 5 now. Tell me that game. Give me that game. What game did you play?
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, you played Kingdom Come Deliverance? Oh, man.
I restarted it. It was actually a total accident. I was watching YouTube, and then I saw this like 6 months later, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I was like, oh, I like that game, so I hit it. And he was just saying like, oh, it's great because of this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play. So I loaded it up. Thankfully, it was on the Xbox already, or else I
Yeah.
wouldn't have played it.
There's no way you're downloading
So anyway,
that.
I loaded it up, and it did have an update that took forever, but that's okay. And I just started a new game because I couldn't quite remember where it was.
Sure.
Oh, dude, I was having a blast.
Yeah, how far did you get?
I would say like,
How many hours in?
a lot. Well, and I kept getting distracted this time because, I don't know. I've played for a good like 5-10 hours.
Okay, so let's say 10 hours in. Let's be liberal here.
Well,
with
maybe not quite 10 hours. Let's just say 5 because
Oh,
I mean
okay.
I probably played for an hour each night.
you. And what is it that
Every other night.
So this brought it into the top 5 for you? Just playing it.
Well, it's such a good game.
Yeah,
It's the simulation aspect, the combat. It's just super fun.
they really did do a good
Yeah,
job with
it's
it.
so good. And the
it's so
story's good.
unique in the respect that it is difficult.
Well, that's what's fun about it. I like do it like all your armors matter. I love how they're like Enray.
Enray.
Yeah.
Enray.
The part that makes me sad, and this is not a spoiler alert because it happens literally in like the prologue of the game, but when you go back to town and people from your town now, because they've been raped and pillaged and burnt down, turn against you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happened for me.
Oh, it happens. It happens to everybody. It's right when you meet the dogs, like the butcher's dogs or someone. There's a guy there that basically wants to kill you for your money and is helping a band of bandits kill you, and you got to.
Oh,
the bald guy?
You make a choice. Yeah, he's
Well,
like
you weren't exactly a loved person in town, anyways.
Well, wasn't that guy not a part of the town? He was just kind of a douche.
No, but he was a douche from the town.
Oh yeah, I think he was just a douche.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think a lot of people in that time period were douchebags.
You think
It's
so?
true.
I think so. Well, I mean, I played that game.
Dude, and I love the Secret Baker Society. What were they called? The Millers. The Millers? Is that what they were?
They're
like the secret. They were like the fence of that game. They're
Yeah.
basically the fence of that game. So.
Yeah. The Miller, they're where you sell all your stolen goods to.
Yeah, Secret Society. No, it's just a fun game, man. Like, first of all, the graphics are really good. The story, when you really get into it, super intriguing, right? Super fun. You're basically building yourself up from nothing, becoming a knight, trying to avenge your parents. The combat is really fun once you get used to it, and the whole aspect of doing anything. Like I got to the part. You remember when you have to like go up to the executioner and steal something from his chest, and you can do it tons of ways,
Yeah,
right?
I did it.
You can kill him. You can lockpick it. You can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
You can steal the key. You could say, "Hey, someone says that you owe them money. Go beat him up," and he runs away, and then you just steal the keys. I mean, such a fun game. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's my number 3 for.
Whoa, that's
It's
that
for-
high, huh?
Yeah, so out of my top 3, I don't have a top 5. I only have a top 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's out of 1, 2, and 3. Kingdom Come Deliverance is number 3 because I had fun playing it the first time when it came out. What, in February or whatever? I mean, I just think it's a good game, and it's my next game to beat. So I'm excited to beat it.
Very nice. Well, if you're listening to this, and it's, it is right before Christmas here right now. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. We're so happy that you guys chose to make this year, 2018, one of the most successful years that we've had here on the X1 Bros, a year in which we've gained, we've grown, and we've spread the community, the word, the cheer that is positive gaming. So thank you so much to everybody. This year has been momentous for us. We're really looking forward to next year. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We will see you guys on the flip side. We're not over.
Sounds like you're ending
No,
the
I
show.
know, I
We'll
know.
see ya.
We'll see you on the flip side. No. But we're really excited for next year. We've got a lot of big things coming that we're working on behind the scenes. Some big announcements that we can't wait to tell you guys about in 2019. So thank you very happy Hanukkah. Whatever your religious holiday of preference of choice is, happy that to you.
Yeah.
Happy that.
And with that, let's get this show on the road.
I'm not ready, David. I'm not ready. Okay, here we go.
Boom. Jordan, tell me,
Oh.
for the last time, what is
Guys.
happening in the world that is Xbox
I'm
One?
I'm
this
surprised.
week?
I was sending you guys messages using code words
Yeah,
and stuff.
I never knew. I didn't.
And you were like, and you guys were like, what? And I
Again.
was like, oh my god, I'm in the middle of Wisconsin, right? Which, by the way, there's.
Wisconsin.
Hey, I know what water towers do.
Oh yeah, I know how water towers.
Yeah,
work.
haven't you ever played City Skylines?
Yeah.
I didn't understand like what they
Gravity.
were doing. Dude,
It's all
yeah,
gravity.
yeah, it blew my
It just
mind.
needs to be taller than the highest building.
Yeah, so we have mountains here. This just in, we have mountains where we're at.
Yeah.
And our reservoirs are up on the mountain, right? And they come down, and that's what supplies the pressure for the water pressure, right?
Yeah.
Out there's no mountain, which is really weird to see. Like you're looking, and you're like, "What?
You're not used to
the
that.
You're
heck?"
confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't
when
know
I-
where north and south
It's like
is.
when
No,
I
neither
lived,
do I. I'm
it's like when I
looking
lived 2
around.
years in British Columbia. It's just forest everywhere, and when you come back to Los Angeles, which is desert basically,
It's like jungle to jungle.
I felt like the road. Like I was like, why are we so high? Because you're higher than everything.
Yeah.
You know.
This is so weird. There's water towers as far as the eye can see, and I didn't know what water towers did, but they give pressure because they use gravity.
Oh, yeah.
It blew my mind.
Physics. It's
Blew
cool.
my mind.
Physics
Anyway,
are cool.
that was really cool. I'm a water tower fan now, and now City Skylines like makes way more sense. Like you know. What I mean?
Well, wait. So are water towers preferable to water pumps?
They use both. I YouTubed a video. So sometimes what they'll do is they'll use a pump to pump up the water tower, And then, like, during, like, mornings and I think evenings when there's a lot of water being used, the water tower will drain while the pump keeps going. And the pump will kind of slowly, the water tower will drain as everybody's using it, but won't run out because it always has enough to supply the city. And then during the middle of the night when water, consumption is low, it'll pump it back up. And that's one way they do to save on pumps, right? Or else you need a ton of pumps pumping water all day long, right?
Yeah, I know. In SimCity,
So
I
they'll
used
pump it to
your
water.
pumps would go down in SimCity. They don't go down in City Skylines as much, but in SimCity,
No.
they went down.
But
all
you're
the
only
time.
limited to 7 water with each tower. So
No, but it makes sense. Like when you put a water tower and it like shoots out the blue lines, I'm like, I can just cover that area. But no, it can only cover that area because of the pressure
Of
that
gravity?
it just
Yeah, so in cities like New York, they put the water towers
On the roofs,
on
yeah.
the roofs of
Yeah,
buildings
yeah.
because it has to be higher gravity. It's an amazing thing.
yeah. It's seriously like when I found out the domino sign was an actual domino, or when
Interesting.
you like the Kiss K thing.
Yeah, every kiss
my
begins with
mind
K?
was blown
It's
about
like,
how water towers work.
Holy cow.
I
Interesting
was like,
fact.
humanity
Did
is
you know?
so smart.
Interesting fact. Did you know that Einstein? Sorry, before he died.
Are you getting emotional?
Yeah, I'm just no. I don't know why I feel like a little.
I'm really
something
sad
in my
that he's
throat.
gone too.
Before he died, he had a theory that gravity doesn't pull, that it pushes. And a lot of people now with quantum physics are thinking that maybe he's correct because how he came up with that theory is he was watching people in elevators. And he said, why in an elevator, if when an elevator goes down, you lift in the air, right? Like his theory, he was thinking maybe he put out this theory that, and this is legit because it was on A&E biography that I watched on it.
Well, I feel like Einstein got to a certain
But
point.
because he said if you push it, that's what would cause that. A pulling wouldn't cause that in as dramatic effect. So his theory was that maybe gravity pushes instead of pulls.
How do we test that theory?
I don't know, quantum physics, math.
Do we go to the moon and drop a mallet and a feather at the same time?
That might help.
Yeah, I
That
don't
was
know.
Galileo, right? Was that
Galileo
did that? Yeah.
flew to the moon.
And
Well, no, didn't he
dropped
have
a
that
mallet
theory?
and a feather.
I feel like when Einstein got to a certain point of his life, he could just say, I got a theory. And he just threw something out there.
No, yeah,
To get to that
he
point
was
in
the
your
thug
life-
life of scientists.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's
The
a cool
glasses
guy,
would
man.
come down when he would have a new theory.
He'd
Da 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 da
take
da.
this is true. That's true. Okay,
but-
big news.
Oh, so there's crazy news this week. Crazy. So first things first, there's an expansion coming to a game that's also on my top 3.
Oh,
It's called Iceborne, which I'm surprised you guys haven't heard of, but it's Monster Hunter Worlds new
Iceborne.
expansion.
Well, is this
Coming
Witcher?
out.
The Witcher?
No, that's the other thing, which was
Okay,
freaking
yeah.
awesome.
Guess who's coming to
Yeah.
Monster Hunter?
The best monster hunter in the
Geralt.
world, Geralt. And he
Geralt.
comes in through a portal and he's like, nah, I hate portals. And then they just go hunt monsters together. It's awesome.
That is like the coolest thing I've ever heard.
What it makes perfect sense. Like he should just be incorporated into that lore somehow. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a
hunter.
monster hunter.
Instead of like a troop of Marines or whatever
Yeah.
the movie is.
Just have Geralt come on in.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
No, but big thing. So they just came out with a teaser. It's called Monster Hunter World Iceborne. It comes out next fall, and guess what? It's huge. And you know how I
Huge.
know it's huge?
Huh.
Because right at the end of the teaser trailer, they were like, "It's a big one." Like they told you in the trailer. They're like, "Oh, by the way."
By the way, this is huge.
Yeah, they did. They said it's a massive expansion. Like they physically told me that. It's not like, yeah, we're coming out with DLC. It's going to be 5 hours.
said,
They were
no,
like,
this is an expansion.
yeah, they were like, here's an
I
expansion.
wonder, Monster Hunter.
You're going to so it's just a teaser. It doesn't show anything. It shows you fighting off an Anjanath and some bird thing,
Yeah.
and the bird thing flies away. And what it does, it flies to another island, which
Ooh.
is a little frosty, if you know what I mean.
Frosty Dusty.
So and then the trailer cuts out, and then it comes back and it goes, it's gonna be a big one. You know, it's gonna be a massive expansion. And you're like, oh yeah, Capcom, thank you. Anyway,
Yeah.
it just a teaser that didn't show anything. I'm so excited. By the way, Monster Hunter is my number 2 game of this year.
Oh.
Well, it was just rating. That's all you did. You're like, hey, you guys want to group up and go just kill
Monster
something
Hunter
big?
has got. I don't know what the numbers are, but it has got to be doing really well.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, for them to.
For Geralt to come over.
For
He
Geralt to
doesn't-
come over?
He doesn't just come over
He just
for
doesn't
small
come-
fries.
Yeah, he doesn't come over unless it's you've earned his respect.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
That's why he comes over. He's like the big
Cha-ching.
star that
And
you
the
go.
ladies.
Sellout.
Yeah, he
He's a
says,
total sellout.
he says
We all know Geralt's a
you-
sellout. He does,
Yeah.
everything
He
he, does
only
for
hunts
money.
for
I mean,
coin.
Destiny tried to get him, I hear, and he said, "You can't afford me."
Yeah.
And so he said, I'm
I'm
taking
moving
my
on.
talents to Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So you don't got Gwent cards. We're not dealing with you.
Yeah, it comes out next fall, so next year. But I'm excited. I think Monster Hunter is a fantastic game.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's smarter to go this route? Let's say you're on the board of Monster Hunter because you look at like how and Anthem's coming up. And so Anthem's going to have a chance to do this,
Got the day off.
or even the Division has done this. So Destiny and the Division, how they've done it is there's 2 separate games. Whereas like a World of Warcraft, which is not the same genre, but it's similar, while you pay for an additional game, that game you're still in the OG world.
Yeah, you progress.
You progress the
With the
world.
world.
Maybe Monster Hunter World does that. Keeps it and just continues to come out with
now,
expansions.
I don't know how much it'll be. I'm assuming. I mean, depending on how they said it's going to be a big one. So I mean, if it's a full price $60 expansion, that would be awesome.
Would you
But,
would you prefer that to happen as
Well,
opposed to 2 separate games?
I think it depends. Like right now, yes, because nothing else has happened, right? You know, at a certain point, like World of Warcraft is on like expansion 9 or right now.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's like okay, let's get some new feature. You know, let's do a whole new game, whole new engine because you know you're limited, right?
Yeah.
To your technology at the time, right?
Yeah.
At least Warcraft is, right? But no, I don't mind an expansion. Like look at Diablo. I mean, you got Diablo 2,
Yeah.
right? And then you had Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction.
Yeah, Lord of Destruction.
Excellent expansion. Progress your character,
Really
progress
good.
your story. Probably one of the best expansions a lot of people can argue for a
Well,
game, right?
And
So-
StarCraft as well. Brood
Yeah,
War.
yeah,
Brood War
yeah,
made
exactly.
that game.
And it's essentially a whole new game,
Yeah.
right? But you're progressing your story still, and that's that's what's appealing about expansions is because like Destiny, you progressed your story, but you started over. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I mean, I think it depends on the game, the genre, what you're trying to do. But I don't think there's anything wrong with an expansion.
Yeah.
It literally
Which
expands
do you
the game.
prefer, or does it just depend on the game?
I think it just depends on the game. Like I said, World of Warcraft. I wish they would make a new MMO, Blizzard, because World of War, it's getting. You can feel it almost. I mean, they've updated a lot, and I mean they've brought out a lot of new features, and they have cool technology that they introduced. But you can tell it's limited to that old engine that they're on. You know,
McSpicy, do you have a
But,
preference, or are you just
Of
think
what?
it depends?
DLC versus expansion? Or
Yeah, a whole new start over expansion.
Would you rather have them make a
or
new
new
game
game,
or do an
do an expansion where they just add on to the original world, and you're still in the base game, so to speak?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, ultimately, it depends on if it's good or not. Then I like it or I won't. But, I mean, I think of like novels and stories that I've read. I prefer stories that go on and on and on because I attach myself to characters.
Yeah.
You know, I attach and I really like them. Whereas like a series of, or even just a single book, a one and done book, it's a good book, but I wish I had more. You know, so, and what, like, see, book 2, book 3, book 4, like The Wheel of Time or Game of Thrones or whatever it is. I mean, I'd hate to have those characters just lost and then move on kind
Yeah,
of thing, right?
yeah.
So, but you could do that still, like they did that with StarCraft 2. You still had Jim Raynor. So, I don't know. I think it's fine either way as long as it's good.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. What a
it
cop-out
all
answer.
depends on if it's good.
No, but as long as I get to keep my characters, like I really like Cade in Destiny 1, and they still had him in Destiny 2, you know. So
I like Destiny 1.
I think keeping the characters between a completely new game is legal, and they do it all the time. So I don't know, I like it. So it could go either way. That's what I'm saying.
But
as long as it doesn't suck.
so agreed.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But yeah, Monster Hunter World Iceborne is what it's called, coming out next fall. A full expansion to the game. It's a big one, like they said, and it'll have new monsters.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I mean, don't you remember how much fun we had in that?
Dude, it was
I
so
know,
good.
I want to get back into that.
That's why it's my number 2 for this year. Monster
Dude,
Hunter World.
It's a good one.
It was a good one.
That's a good one. That's a solid.
It was
number
literally
two.
like the reason it was so good, at least for me, is because the whole game was just raiding. Like,
It's
it was
true.
just like, let's go. It was
gets you-
just a
it
bunch
gets
of
you-
raid bosses.
I mean, it knows what it does, and it does it well.
Yeah. Do you guys? What do you remember your favorite monster fight? I know what mine is. It's an early on one, just because it was kind of surprising, but a good twist.
Yeah, what's yours?
The Anjanath, because you're fighting him, and you're like, stupid T-Rex, and then he just gets pissed.
Oh yeah,
and blows fire at you, and I did not see that coming.
Phase 2 was nuts.
Mine is, and I forget the name, but the poisonous dodo bird.
The Kadubudubu.
Yeah, the Kakuchabuka.
The Kukuro or
The
whatever.
Kukuro, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy
Where he throws eggs at you and stuff, and you have to
shoots poison at you too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you remember the cat chef?
Also, the one that flings poo on you. The mud rhino dude.
I think my favorite one was the ice dragon, because that gave me my first really good armor.
Well, you know what they
the
did
blue
well?
armor, where I look like
Yeah.
I look like a samurai Power Ranger with
Yeah.
that armor.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was awesome.
That's what they did well. Out of the gate, armor that you could craft, that you had to go through this to. Oh, it's so
And
cool.
then kill it several times.
Yeah.
They did that. That
Well,
formula is so good.
The grind was good, you know what I mean? And then you are all pumped up when you built your armor because everybody was excited in game and out.
Yeah, the one criticism that I do have in Beast 420 about Monster Hunter is do we still have a X1 Bros clan on Monster Hunter? We do. The problem is you have to get a personal invite every single time. You can't just have a code. You can't just open it up. And you also cannot. Maybe you can now. Maybe they've changed it. But you can't have I can't. For instance, I created the X1 Bros clan. I cannot assign others who have permissions now to invite people in. It only goes through me.
I remember you had to log into the social space.
So I had to log into the social space, send out specific invites. That part, hopefully they've changed that. I wonder if they have. I should log back in and change that. Because if they have, we could get that client up and running no time.
yeah. I don't think the Japanese developers are very good at networking, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be
networking
in the
clients.
expansion.
Maybe.
Maybe
It's a big one.
Remember how many Dark Souls it took before we could...
Before it worked? Actually
Well,
worked?
yeah,
It worked
but
in
it's
theory.
still-
Hey, it always worked in
It's
theory.
still you still have to get a soapstone,
and
and you have to wear the right ring.
And for the OG Dark Souls, where the first one where you could do that, there was all of these urban it's like blowing into the Nintendo cartridge.
Yeah, that's what-
but on how to get on the same server.
All these theories,
Yeah.
these working.
we do it?
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for it. And the other big thing about Monster Hunter is, like we already talked about, Geralt's coming in early next year. He's got to take care of a few things first, and then he'll. Hey, and there's another perfect example. Witcher 3 came out with 2 solid expansions that progress the story, progress the character.
True.
It was really good stuff. But yeah, Geralt. If you haven't seen the trailer, basically a portal opens up. Geralt pops out.
Would you
and
like
he's
to
just
see The Witcher go online?
I mean, it's basically just a fantasy online game.
No, The Witcher is.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what it would. That's what it'd be. I mean,
Yeah, but
Wait, what's so we're
like
saying
an online, let's say MMO
You'd all
Witcher
be-
style.
you'd all be
ESO. They take ESO and do that
Sure.
with Witcher.
Yeah, if it's a good game, then I'm happy. I don't care.
good game.
Okay.
And
Fair point.
yeah, and that's a really cool world.
It is a cool world.
It's got interesting magic, like the magic lore behind it, how the Witchers work, why they exist, what happened to the world.
Armor. Witcher armor.
Yeah, and if you want to look at the armor, it's just freaking awesome. No, it's
They
a
have
cool.
monsters.
The world there it's an awesome kind of universe that they have. I mean, it's based on really good books, so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. To answer your question, why not?
I mean, that's solid logic. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, sure.
We also have Overwatch Winter Wonderland December 11th, and Season 7 of Fortnite has started, which is also winter themed, which is freaking awesome
Yes.
looking. I think I might buy Season 7, just so you know.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, just so you know,
Yeah.
he's getting it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it because they basically said, you know how we had like an awesome skin the last couple seasons? What if we put in like 9 awesome skins and then airplanes
Just do that.
and then other cool stuff like snow and swords and
Yeah, they're just.
have you seen the airplanes?
Yeah, I have. I actually
They
have.
are awesome.
Yeah, are they ever going to run out of ideas? No, because the world has plenty of ideas in it, and they just steal it.
Yeah,
Right?
it's awesome. Well, you know
Well,
the whole bottom left of the map is now snow and everything.
Yeah.
Have you played Season 7?
I haven't played. I've just watched
yeah.
streams of it. You can both took a drink
Well,
at
when
the
they-
exact same time.
When they, what's funny is when they were on stage for their game award, they were introduced by the director and producer. I don't know, the creators. That's who it is. The directors of the Marvel
Was it
series,
the Russo
Avengers,
brothers?
Russo brothers.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "We like to thank Marvel." Of course you would like to thank Marvel. Of course, that helped explode your game.
They did have that Marvel collaboration.
Well, because it was licensed, yeah.
The only license they got.
The only license that they had to get. That's Disney. Let me tell you, Disney sent a cease and desist to my school that I work at.
Oh, really?
You want to know why?
Why?
Oh, this is how Disney does not mess around. So that's
no,
why
they'll take out elementary schools.
Yeah, that's
they
why.
they don't joke around. They do.
You can't do plays. Yeah, you cannot do plays.
They have like Pinocchio or something going on, and they will shut your school down.
Yeah.
They give no craps.
Nope. And so Fortnite can Fortnite everybody except Disney because Disney will kill them. Like that's
I don't know, man. I think Fortnite.
no.
I think
no,
Fortnite
okay.
can do it.
No, Disney, as big as Fortnite is, Disney dwarfs them easily.
But
no question.
But they can
Why?
do it.
Well, because they do Steve, the God of Thunder.
yeah, it's not. Yeah,
It's like just a generic off-brand.
and technically they could do Thor the Norse god, not Thor the Marvel character.
Yeah.
This is true. This
and
is
call
true.
him
No, listen
Lord.
to this. At the school that I'm currently working at.
Aluminum Man is Iron Man.
There was a social media post that went up with students, and the student had like a Mickey Mouse sweater on. That's it. They sent a cease and desist. We had to take it down immediately, and they don't care. They'll spend tons of money taking you out. They don't care. Like it's Disney,
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
and that's why I think Disney.
our mouse overlords.
I think that's why Disney had a little more to do with the Battlefront fiasco than they care to admit.
Yeah, you're probably correct.
That
there.
person should have wore a Frankie Mouse shirt.
Yeah.
Frankie Mouse shirt.
You know, an off-brand generic.
A Frankie Mouse shirt.
Like the how
Mouse.
the Nike signs backwards. You know, so yeah.
That you can get away with it. You know, that's how you do it. That girl just wore the wrong shirt.
Yeah. Freaking Disney.
No,
Then they're
that's-
remaking all my favorite movies and making them suck.
Well,
Yeah, how do you feel about the live Disney movies?
oh, like the
Well-
Lion King?
Yeah, like the
Well, I
Li-
haven't
the
seen
Lion
any
King.
of those yet, but the ones that I saw suck.
What ones?
Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast.
See, my wife likes Cinderella a lot.
well, I
I've
thought
not
I was
seen
gonna
it.
like it because freaking Rob Stark was in it. He's also the bodyguard. Did you know that's Rob Stark? I watched The Bodyguard, by the way.
Wait, that's Rob Stark.
That's Rob Stark with no beard.
the main dude.
The main dude, the bodyguard. It's Rob Stark.
Shut up.
Rob Stark.
I've got to go back. I didn't get that at all.
That's because he doesn't have a beard. He's not a king. He's not royalty. Anyway,
also,
yeah.
Also, I never heard him say winter is coming.
Hey,
Yeah.
was Disney the first Fortnite though? Because aren't all their cartoons just
Yeah,
stories
didn't
of someone
they steal it
else?
from like the Grimm brothers or something
yeah,
like that?
I'm pretty
Probably
sure they were the
murdered
first Fortnite.
Yeah, but there's no copyright on
100-year-old,
100-year-old.
yeah, 300-year-old
tales.
stories.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's how they got away with it. They're Fortniting it.
No, yeah, but I
Disney was the first Fortnite.
I didn't like Cinderella. I didn't like the live action Cinderella. I didn't like Beauty and the Beast. I thought Maleficent was stupid.
Well,
Don't
no.
get me started on that one.
No, Maleficent is the way, in my mind, that you do the live action. In that, this is what I don't like about the live action. They
How they
copy
were
it scene for scene, live action version. I don't like that. I'd rather do a Maleficent where you take an original story and you branch off.
Did you
some
like
way.
Maleficent?
I didn't mind it, Maleficent.
Where
yeah.
like it was like a sisterly love thingy.
Yeah, but
it's
it's different at least. So, for instance,
Yeah,
in
but
Lion King,
just because it's different doesn't mean
in
it's
Lion King, the entire, like at least in the trailer, that's scene for scene the movie, which I say will not hold up in 10 years because it's all CGI, and you can tell it's as good as CGI has gotten. You can tell it's CGI, and in 10
Oh.
years, you know, like when you look at something at the time, you're like, that was great graphics, whoa, and then you go back and look, and you're like, wow, that was terrible. What?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen here
not. And let me tell
with
you,
the Lion King.
if they mess up Aladdin, I'm out.
Okay, well, have you seen who they got as Jasmine? That's half.
Wait,
the
they're
battle.
actually doing Aladdin?
They're doing
Yeah,
Aladdin.
haven't you seen it where he picks up the thing and it's like?
I haven't
Aladdin.
even seen any of these movies you're talking about.
Yeah, Aladdin they're redoing, and
I'm telling you, I love
half
Aladdin.
the battle is nailing who Jasmine is because Jasmine's smoking one of the smokingest, hottest Disney princesses out
Amen,
there.
brother.
Yeah.
whole new world, man.
Who would you pick? A lot of people pick Jasmine.
That's my favorite.
Belle is a popular pick.
I like Ariel.
Ariel,
Ariel as well.
I mean, a redhead,
yeah.
a redhead mermaid. That's like two unicorns in
And
one
she
right
dressed
there.
pretty trashy.
I mean, she had seashell bra,
And
on
that's
the
it.
whole movie.
That's all she wore. She didn't even wear pants.
She did. She didn't. Here's the problem with Aladdin.
No, Robin Williams.
Who's replacing Robin Williams as the genie?
do it, yeah.
Will Smith? I don't think so. Will Smith is the genie. I don't, especially if you're going scene. Maybe if you made lines only for Will Smith, but if you're going scene for scene like they've done so far,
Who's playing Abu?
and you're And
he's asking the good questions.
That's true. That's true. I think they got who is him? Clark from Planet of the Apes. Or
What about the magic carpet? Who's playing that?
yeah, who played the magic carpet?
Wait, actually, who's playing Jafar?
I don't know. All I know is the Jasmine
gotta be-
they nailed Jasmine.
If they did one thing right.
Yeah. No, but I'd rather them go just branch off in a live way, like branch off the story a little bit.
I just didn't like Maleficent because Maleficent is who can I compare her to? Darth Vader. She's basically Darth Vader's wife, right? She's just a bad person. Like she's a bad person, right?
Yeah, but-
and I like that she's bad.
Yeah.
And then they made it like me have sympathy for her and like, it's not her fault, that guy. Yeah, I don't like
What they did with
Darth Vader.
with the Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
They did that with the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And what's the play that I've seen that is really good, actually?
Well, yeah, that was
The
Wicked.
The Wicked, yeah, Wicked. It's actually really good, but it makes
But-
you look at the Wizard of Oz
Well, the thing is, like,
completely differently.
Even in Kingdom, and take this with like Jafar too. Even in Kingdom Hearts, which is also in the news this week.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts throughout 1, 2, and all of them really. Maleficent and like she was a bad, especially in number 1. She was the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Like she was mean. She was kidnapping people and doing her thing, and Jafar was. I mean, they were just, and she's just a good bad guy. So in that movie, when they made her like less of a bad guy or bad girl,
Yeah.
it hurt me.
Before I move on to the next news story, can I give you another opinion of mine here about why some of these newer Disney movies don't work? Because what made the classic Disney movies so classic is they had world-class theatrical singers on there. Ariel, Beauty and the Beast, Belle singing. World-class theatrical singers. When you recast the live Beauty and the Beast and you get Hermione Granger to play Belle, which first of all is a terrible pick, but then you have her sing it. She might be a good actress, might play Belle okay, but just
Might know magic.
Just dub her singing in with a world class. So, for instance, the guy who played Beast in the live one, world class theatrical singer, world class, hands down.
Matthew?
Her, Hermione Granger. Well, I forget the actress's real name.
No, that's her real name to me.
Okay.
If you would have said her real name, Emma.
Good
something?
actress,
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, good actress. But her singing is good. It's not bad, but it's not world class. It's not up to the Disney standard for that. Also, another one that's a big pet peeve of mine, someone who I love dearly, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
I thought he actually did a really good job in Moana.
Moana. No, he did a good job until he sang. And he's a good singer.
You're welcome.
But it just is like flat. He's not world class.
But that's kind of I think it kind of fit that character.
Mulan.
I think it actually
Mulan,
fit.
Donny Osmond, man, world class.
Yeah,
I think-
world
Was Mulan
I
in
think
Donny
Dwayne
Osmond?
Johnson's character matched that character, like the flatness and everything. Was
because it gets to the song and I'm like, I want this song to take off, but it never does.
But because like in that song, like You're Welcome, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of deceiving her and locking her in the cave
Yeah.
so he can steal the boat. It kind of the flatness kind of made him look more like a fraud in the first place. Kind of, I think it kind of matched him a little bit. I thought it was okay. I thought he did a decent job.
Made me cringe.
Did you have you guys know Toad from Nintendo? Toad?
Oh yeah, the mushroom.
Yeah. So there's a video on YouTube where Toad sings one of the Moana songs in Toad's voice. It is hilarious. It is the funniest thing. Just so you know.
Moving on. Next news story.
Kingdom Hearts 3
Boom.
had their opening they released their opening movie trailer. So before each Kingdom Hearts game there's always a little jazz, kind of a music video. Some of the Final Fantasies do this as well, but it's awesome. Just gets you pumped up, amped up. It kind of, in a very cool theatrical cinematic
whets your
way.
palate.
Yeah, in a very cool cinematic theatrical way. It kind of like shows what happened previous to kind of catch you up and get you ready for that story. But it's cool. In this one, they don't hold back. Total Japanese fashion. It starts out cool, soft piano, turns into a little hip hop, and then just goes like techno right there in the middle. Anime hair. It's awesome. So, and Kingdom Hearts is coming out January 29th.
Anime.
Let me ask you.
And what's really cool about this, is the video actually will reflect the graphics because they're pretty similar now, because we have technology nowadays. Whereas before it was,
Let me ask you. What are you more excited for? Kingdom Hearts or Anthem?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, McSpicy. How about you?
Well, I don't know. Hearts. I just don't know.
If you could,
I don't. I think I need to like take a class and study.
Yeah, I got
the
some
lore.
YouTube videos you guys can watch.
I really feel like I need to get like a
'Cause-
certificate of completion
because here, let me just
so I can understand
if
the
you guys
story.
if you guys just like look at the screen right here, right here, like I know all these characters' names and what's going on. You're probably thinking like, what the frack?
Yeah.
what is happening?
Like that was Ansem.
But
sorta,
as of
guys.
right
It's
now,
so serious.
as of right now,
so hard to,
knowing
so
what
hard
you
to dive into that story, Jordan.
Well,
I
like-
just
Like check this
I'm
out, guys.
excited.
Check this out. So like you have this like serious, intense, like crazy chess match, and then we're just on the clock tower eating ice cream. That's just how it is, man.
as of right now, knowing what you know makes spicy.
Yeah.
Anthem, I would say Anthem. You'd,
Oh yeah,
you'd
for
probably have to
sure.
be
It
more
looks.
excited for. And
I-
that's same with me. That's what makes it so hard with these story games is you do have to know a backstory.
Yeah.
yeah. And it looks like a pretty significant time investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
I hope
one,
they have a really good catch me up. 'cause
They won't. There's no possible way they can do it in just a little prologue.
They said that there was going to be that. Then
They did, yeah.
They said that they're going to be like, we're going to catch everyone up
We're gonna catch you up.
within. I mean, what's a cutscene get? How long does it have to be? Like a TLDR
Dude,
cutscene
this is-
for
I
how many
I
games
feel like-
that have the most confusing story you've
I
ever
ca-
seen.
I
With
ca-
Disney characters that's like confusing because everything's serious.
Well, I mean, like I
And
can
then
give you the
They're
basic.
having ice cream. It's just
Well, I mean,
all
I can
over.
give you a basic understanding. Like the bad guys are the Heartless. They're out to destroy the world. You're saving it with the light, right? That's like the basic.
Oh, all right, I
story.
understand this.
But there's a lot of intricate details. You're like,
Bad guy's bad, good guy's good. I get this.
yeah, but there's a lot of intricate detail. Like it's a very convoluted story. The whole like Xehanort,
Yeah.
Ansem, like nobody's
What they gotta
Heartless,
do-
like the whole chain of Heartless and nobodies and
They
like hearts within hearts, hearts of the world,
so I see like
the Kingdom Hearts,
the trailers.
King Mickey.
So the trailers to those, that game or whatever, remind me of like in the middle of a season of 24, the opening scene that you haven't been watching the rest of the season, but then you're watching all this action that's catching,
yeah.
and you have no idea what's going on, and there's all these characters and it's all really serious. That's what I feel like these trailers do. And I'm like, I want to be a part of this. It looks awesome.
Also another
But I'm confused.
yeah.
No, there's some good videos on YouTube. I think he has it in 3 parts, maybe 4 parts, and they're about like 15 to 20 minutes each, and he goes through each game and describes like what's going on, the order. He does them in the order because they're all released out of order, right? Kingdom Hearts chronologically is not the first one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not confusing. Great. Where should I start?
You just made it harder. Beast420 in chat says, I think Jordan should do a bonus episode where he prepares us for Kingdom Hearts 3.
You know what you should do is we can do the sound effects in the background, like steps. You should do like those old
Like,
like,
like
an
1950s
old
radio.
radio.
No, like what do they
story.
call it? Like a theater book read, like where they're doing all yeah.
This is what you should do. You
And
sh-
I'll do all like the sound effects and like the music in the background. Oh, that would be
And
so
Or
good.
like a
King
cool-
Mickey walked
And
in.
then Disney will come and shut us down.
yeah, they will. They will shut us down hard. Really hard.
Just tell this Final Fantasy.
This is what you
side
do.
of
You
it.
do it like a classroom setting. McSpicy and I are free to ask questions.
We'll just
and
sit
you
in
go
the
through.
background, blur it out,
And
we'll
we're
raise
free to
our
ask
hand.
questions as you go through about different characters, and you just go through their history and stuff.
All right,
It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
It'll look like the School of Rock where he's
Yeah, it'll be
writing all
Kingdom
the
Hearts
lines.
101.
Kingdom Hearts 101.
Dude, there would be a lot of lines going around.
a web, just a web.
They follow the yarn across the
yarn.
room.
So wait, how is he connected? There it is. We asked this question: which game, since they're coming out around the same time, which game are you most excited for? Kingdom Hearts 3 or Anthem? Over on our Facebook page, we have 18,000 likes over on Facebook, followers over on our Facebook page. If you haven't yet, by the way, go check us out on Facebook. But 25% said Kingdom Hearts 3, 75% said Anthem.
Yeah.
I think that result is a couple things. Number one, I think Kingdom Hearts has never been on Xbox, so a lot of Xbox players.
Yeah, and I think
Don't
that's hurting
know.
them that they're not
Yeah.
releasing the
Because I wonder-
re-releases
I wonder if we did this poll on a Sony
podcast,
Facebook page or something,
Yeah.
what that would look like. Number two,
Keep going, sorry.
number two, I think it has to do with story. It's easier to jump into a brand new IP Anthem than it is.
Yeah, man, you're coming in like Kingdom Hearts 3 theoretically should finish it. I mean,
You're coming in on hour 18 of 24.
That's basically what's happening. Kingdom
Who
Hearts
is this
3.
Jack Bauer?
Kingdom Hearts 3. The way the last game chronologically, which was it's called Dream Drop Distance, right? It's for the DS.
Yep.
It was a good one. Besides the stuff that sucked, but
Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that logic works.
It was good, except the stuff that sucked. That's like the story of my life.
That is it's basically every bad game that I've played.
My life's great, except the stuff that sucks about it.
but no, yeah. So I mean, you're coming in right at the end. This should finish it. I hope it does, because I can't do this anymore, man.
It interests me because
Would they
of
finish it? Would they finish? I mean, it's Final Fantasy. Like,
well, no, I think like this is but Final Fantasy just starts a new story every thing. Like this is an overarching.
yeah, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they have the guts to finish it.
You know, it's gonna be like a Lost thing. Like it was a dream the whole time.
Yeah,
They were actually
in limbo.
Yeah, they were actually. I think because no, it's actually really cool. It's just there's a lot of cool things. It's got to be finishing because they're having the battle. There's a lot of cool things happening, but yeah, we can have a class. We'll probably start with Kingdom Hearts 1 just to introduce you to Sora and Kairi and Riku.
See, those are gibberish words to me.
Yeah, people.
Oh, they're people.
Maleficent's in this one.
There we go.
Beast helps you out. He's a nice guy. He's actually a really good guy. I really respect Beast. He fights for love. You got to respect a man like that. Or a beast like that. Because in the game, like, he helps you in a time of need. He says, you know what? I'll help you get...
Kevin Costner fought for love in Prince of Thieves.
Oh, that's nice.
He was Robin Hood. He fought for love.
Oh,
I appreciate that kind of stuff.
Nice.
No one pumped up in that one, though.
No, he got launched over a wall.
But
Did you not see that movie?
He didn't pump himself up.
And his friend was like, "Is she worth it?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." And then they launched themselves over the wall. Do you not remember that part of the movie, Prince of Thieves, Kevin Costner?
Yeah. I just remember that no one was pumped up in that movie.
No one was like
the,
they weren't
the Nike
lifting
shoes.
weights.
No, the Nike shoes before battle, and he didn't catch the
you
arrow.
can't watch
He didn't-
that movie
he didn't-
once you.
Yeah, you really can't. I saw Men in Tights first, and that is a huge mistake because if you go back to Prince of Thieves, they literally went scene by scene and just made fun of everything, even the opening credits. They made so the opening credits in the Kevin Costner one is just a bunch of arrows with fire being shot, and you're like, oh, that's cool. And in Men in Tights, it's the same thing, but then it pans down and the village is on fire because they were they just went scene by scene. It was hilarious.
Yeah. But I understand fighting for love. I just wanted to say that.
Beast, he's a good
I get
man.
it. He's a good guy.
Nice.
I can follow that.
The Rose Beast just wants to get Belle back.
So Kingdom Hearts released its trailer. It's coming out. I mean, it's
the opening
sing-song
cinematic.
trailer
Yeah.
coming out next. Any other
January.
big news stories?
No, those are my
the
favorite
week?
of the week.
Boom. There you go. Well, that brings us into the next segment of the show. Ooh. This is a segment of the show where we take your questions from the mailbag. You can submit a question
I think we should get a physical mailbag.
every week.
Should we? Like a sack?
And then we just like
Like Mr.
pull
Rogers'
out-
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, and we could have
Someone
somebody
delivers
enter.
it. Yeah.
Hello?
Like actually the mailman. Oh,
Hey,
I gotta
Charles.
get out of here now.
thank you.
You're not paying me for more than.
We'll have that weird train come
That'd
around.
be cool. Hey,
And then we'll like go into his world.
Have you ever seen like the first season of Mr. Rogers?
never have.
It is bizarre. It's all ad lib, and you can tell they're just going off the rails, literally. There's like no script. It's black and white. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Go watch them. You'll laugh.
Dude, now I'm curious about it. Anyways, this is the portion of the show where we take your questions. If you'd like to submit a question to the mailbag, you can do so by subscribing to us over on Patreon, patreon.com/positive gaming. Come submit a question, drive the discussion each and every week here on the Xonebros podcast. Before we get into discussions, I do want to go, Jordan brought up top 3 games of the year for him. So Jordan, let's start with you. Your third game was
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's a solid pick.
Is this Xbox only?
No.
well,
Yeah.
then
Well, I mean,
mine
the
is-
game has to be on Xbox, but it doesn't have to be an Xbox.
Now, if it was
exclusive.
overall, 1 or 2 games might change.
Yeah. You're number 2?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. That's also a solid pick. And you're number 1.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is
That one would
solid.
stay number 1. If we go all overall, I'd probably substitute either Monster Hunter or I'd probably take out Kingdom Come Deliverance and put in God of War because that one was good.
Yeah.
You know
Now,
what I
Jordan, you weren't here last week to discuss this. I'd like to get your opinion. God of War wins Game of the Year. You've played both.
Yeah.
God of War, Red Dead Redemption. That's obviously the two that it was
Yeah.
going to come down to. Thoughts?
I would have picked Red Dead Redemption if it were me, but I mean you can't not say God of War didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? Like it's what else was in the category? I actually think wasn't Monster Hunter in that category
I have
too.
the list
I think
of-
Monster Hunter was in that category.
Let me grab it.
But because I remember thinking out of the category there was only. I mean, they were all good, but there was like
Spider-Man was in there.
yeah, what's Game of the Year? Yeah, okay, so it was Red Dead
Assassin's
Redemption
Creed,
2,
Odyssey.
Monster Hunter World, Marvel, Celeste, and Assassin's Creed. Now, all of these are fantastic games. Don't
Sure.
get me wrong. But I feel like God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 are a cut above.
Sure.
So, like, Assassin's Creed, Marvel, Spider-Man, and Monster Hunter are all, like, number one, right?
Yeah.
And God of War and Red Dead Redemption are, like, really number
1A
one.
plus.
1A plus. Yeah, they're just like a cut above. So I think it's between those two, and I don't think I mean, it's hard to argue really either way. I would have picked Red Dead Redemption just because I felt like it was really well done. Well, see, it's hard, but it's hard to say because God of War was really well done too.
Yeah.
The one cool thing about God of War that is I think fantastic to this day, from beginning to end, one camera shot.
From
Oh, yeah, that's
all
what I
one
was-
camera shot.
that's-
That is
Very
cool.
very cool,
That
and
is
it's way more cinematic, more so you feel more a part of it. It's a good way to tell, and the story is really good. I mean, I haven't beaten it yet, but so I guess I can't. I've beaten Red Dead Redemption 2, but maybe.
Well, there we go. We
maybe
got
the
your-
end of
we're
the-
past
yeah.
your past
I
shot.
would have picked Red Dead Redemption 2, but I mean, I can't argue.
So
that God of War.
three Kingdom Come Deliverance
If we're Xbox only
for 2018. This is for a year in review, the year of 2018. Kingdom Come Deliverance,
yeah.
Monster Hunter, Red Dead Redemption.
You know what's funny is I say if we're Xbox only, but well, yeah, for Xbox because all three of those games are on multiple platforms.
Assassin's
So I
Creed
guess-
Odyssey doesn't make it up there for you. That one surprised me because you
That one was so fun.
really enjoyed that.
It's probably number 5.
It's on my list of 5.
Oh, a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, McSpicy, give me your top 3.
Okay, number 1, Red Dead Redemption. By the way, I beat that today.
Oh wait,
Wait.
like epilogue.
Did you beat the epilogue too?
The entire
I'm
game.
still on the epilogue. You passed me.
I finished it all.
Hey, the part that I turned off my box
Hold on.
afterwards.
Do I need to press any
No.
spoilers? Okay.
No. The part that I turned off my Xbox for, you know what part we're talking about, up on the mountain. I walked away, I took a break. Even though because it's not really a spoiler while you're playing the game because you know it's coming because of events that happen.
Yeah.
But how good was that?
I got to tell you, there's like so many. I went through a lot of emotions in my life.
Did you stay and watch through all of the credits?
Oh, yeah.
That's the part that
awesome.
I really liked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm beating that this weekend. I'm finishing the epilogue.
I don't know if I could.
No, don't talk.
it's so
I'll
hard
do
to
it.
say, yeah.
I'll do it.
Can
and
I
then
tell you?
We should do
as vague as possible, just like an experience I had.
okay,
and
as
that-
vague as possible.
And the end of the main game.
Yeah, absolutely. As vague as possible.
Okay.
Keep that vague, baby.
There's a choice you have to make at the end of the game where you could do one thing or do another thing. And I'll tell you guys what part I'm talking about after the show. And up to this point in the game, I had not ever used the dual pistols. Okay? Because you can actually pull out 2 guns
Yeah.
and just go like that, right? Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom,
Yeah, it
boom.
makes me feel cool.
I always did the repeater, and I sometimes pulled out while I'm riding or rowing the boat or whatever.
Yeah.
I just use that. But when I chose to help somebody instead of be selfish, okay, very vague, the bass kicked in, boom, 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 and then my good old Arthur Morgan's like, let's do this, pulled out both guns, and I started running up that mountain. So good. Oh, my gosh. That's as vague as was that pretty vague?
That was vague. That's
Okay.
vague.
And I actually recorded that. You know how the Xbox can record stuff?
Yeah.
Just so I can live that moment again and again and again.
Dude,
Because I didn't even hesitate. It gives you an option, and it's like, so what you going to do? It freezes, and it gives you an option. I immediately press my choice.
So good.
And then he's just like, "Ugh," and he goes, oh, it's so good. Oh, my gosh.
Well-
I got to tell you more. I want to tell you a lot more about my experiences.
I like that they don't rush the ending.
oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that would make sense even to where you're at. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
I gotta finish it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll have a discussion after I
Okay.
finish it.
Oh man, I'm telling you. And
Okay, so
that
that-
whole sequence, where you had to turn the Xbox off, and where I, had the choice
Yeah.
and everything. Oh my gosh! And actually, there were times where I was getting a little emotional.
Yeah, I understand.
Holy cow!
I had to keep it together because I was on screen.
I
but
was trying to explain to my wife
I understand.
driving in the car, and she's laughing at me because I'm trying to explain to her, and I'm getting
Like having to
choked
pause.
up.
You have to pause.
I know. I have to.
Like, oh, there's just dust in the air. There's dust in the air.
And anyways, and then
Okay.
I did this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Continue.
No, that's what I was explaining
Oh,
to my
oh.
wife, and she's like, it's just
So number one
Yeah.
for you, Red Dead Redemption 2.
yeah.
Okay, number 2 for 2018 year in review.
I'm actually gonna say, and I match Jordan, Monster Hunter World.
It's good, man.
It's
that
It
good?
touches you in all the right places.
You can deck out your cat in armor that you hunt from. Okay, look,
It's awesome.
Like
it's
the 50-year-old band teacher touches you in all the right places.
Yeah, little.
This is what Monster Hunter
That kind
is.
of took a turn, but yes,
It's like the first. It's like the first Pacific Rim, not the second one. The
Okay.
first one. It's like the first one. It's just got really big monsters, and so Pacific Rim had really big monsters and really big robots, and they just fought. Like the story
Yeah.
wasn't. It was just awesome. Right?
Story is just kind of there.
Now Monster
loosely
Hunter.
there.
Now Monster Hunter does have a decent story, but it's you fighting really big monsters with really big weapons, getting really cool armor.
and they're bad monsters.
Yeah, I know.
man.
I mean, that's like
to even take it, they're hard when you first play it. If you're not used to it, you die,
Yeah.
and you die, and you die. Oh, and then when you actually kill that Amaranth or whatever it's called, Anjanath, for the first time, and you just take a moment, and you're proud of yourself.
yeah, and then
And
you
then you
realize.
go get some gloves,
And then what's funny is you come
and
back
everybody
with-
cheers for you. They're like, "He's making some gloves."
Yeah, I love that. They're all like,
Yay!
"Yeah,
The
we love
enthusiasm.
work."
The enthusiasm.
We did. He's doing it. We're doing
And then
it.
the chef cats who like twirl their salt and,
And he's
pepper
like,
and send it
the
out to you.
chef, the master chef's like, "Yeah, they're doing a good job." Yeah,
You're like,
Yo, we're cats.
Yeah, put
We
that
cook.
seasoning on it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're cats and we cook.
and it's the same formula over and over. You go out and hunt, you come back, you make armor, you eat food. You go out, kill it, come back, make armor, eat food. But it's like just the right locations on me. And it's just touching it in every good location. It's so good.
It really is.
Kind of turning me on here.
I know. And when I fought that ice dragon, that's like the first armor that gave you real bonuses. Up to that point, it was just like
Yeah.
armor. But this was like magical
Yeah,
bonus.
because then you fight like the bone monster. Yeah.
Yeah. And the armor it makes for you, you look like a blue Power Ranger samurai. And I could not get off that
That's a
armor.
memorable fight. That, by the way, too. That you just remind me of the Blue Power Ranger, the Electric Fox dude, Squirrel Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that
that-
was like the flying squirrel.
Yeah,
and remember the
that's-
first time it flew at us, and we're like, "What the?"
yeah, that's,
we're like, "Oh,
that's a
no!"
tough fight. Oh, and then I died.
Then you're like, looking, it's over there in them trees.
That's right, because you have to like follow it when it runs away.
Yeah, so you're like, where'd it go? It's beyond those trees. Let's get it.
So Monster Hunter's number 2 for you.
It's a good game.
Give me number 3. It is number 3 year in review 2018 on the Xbox.
Yeah, this is so the last three are kind of tied together. So it's hard for me. So I have they're all tied for third place. I have 3 games, okay? I'll give you one, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Solid.
I
Solid.
love that
through
game.
the mouth.
Oh yeah. I love it. And when you figure out the Fuzro Da 300 kick into the pit on the buildings.
Which, by the way, you can power up.
Oh, I know. Whoa, you totally 300. It's like if you've ever seen the movie 300, that's what you're playing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's jacked. Everyone's
so good. Just the helmets that the Spartans wear.
Well,
just,
and what's funny is like in that time period, I mean, it's almost better than the West because even if you murdered someone, no one cared. They're like,
well, in that game they don't.
yeah,
The West,
you
there's
murder
still
the
law
ship-
enforcement.
Yeah. No, I don't even know what.
Nothing.
I was a Spartan, but I'm killing them, and no one seems to care.
That is
I
hilarious.
have no honor.
You accidentally kill the shopkeeper, and everybody's just like, "Yeah, we gotta go to this guy now."
Yeah, no, we gotta go to a
whatever.
different store.
Yeah, even like when in the first hour of the game, mild spoiler. I'm gonna go ahead and just say this girl. You have a girl, like a younger girl friend.
Yeah,
that you're.
Penelope or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She has a friend that got sick, and
They got the
it's a
plague.
quest that you're going to help them.
Okay.
And then you get there, and the whole town is like burned at the
Because of the
authorities
plague.
because of the plague, because they don't want to happen to the rest of the island. So the authorities are like, hey, yeah, come on over. You walk up, we're gonna kill this family. We can't let this survive because the rest of humanity is going to die. And you're like, you know what? You're right. And this is the friends.
You actually choose like, no, don't save him. Or like, I chose like, yeah.
You're
Sound logic.
Sound logic. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. We don't want humanity to die. And then you're walking back, and the girl's there, and she's like, wait, you didn't save my friend? And you're like, nope. And she's like, oh, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Okay, makes sense. That was worth a shot.
Yeah, you're just
Life meant nothing.
Well, I
back
think
then.
that's all you said.
The
You're like,
value of life.
No, they
was
got
so
the plague.
small.
Yeah, you're like, they got the plague. Can't save everybody. And she's all
Well.
right, let's go get a burger.
She's like, well, damn it. Well. I mean, what can you do?
What's funny, I looked up the other choice, and if you let them free, the whole island dies that you're on.
That's funny.
So, like, everyone on that island's dead. Oh, that game's so good.
Can you imagine making that choice and you feel like a good guy, then you come back like, you're 10 hours into gameplay and you come back to that island and you're like, what the?
And the whole island is just gone.
What happened?
That is
Have you ever
hilarious.
had, I don't think it counts as a glitch, but have you ever had someone catch on fire?
Probably.
So I was in town and this guy was like walking and like I don't know what happened. We didn't quite bump into each other, but I think our like, how that has like the collision, like,
Yeah.
like so if you run into someone, it'll kind of like offset you. So you don't, so we did that. And like, he like kind of hit the candle and he just lit up fire. And he's like, and then he dies and you're like, oh. And you just kind of like walk away.
I love how what's so great about it is all these Assassin's Creed up to this point have been all about honor and only killing the right. This one you're just
doesn't
like,
care.
Well, and actually,
you're just like, oh, you're the
Now-
protagonist. Kill whoever you want.
well, and I haven't progressed in this game very far because it's just hilarious. Anyway, for a bunch of reasons, but. Are we even assassins? Like, I don't even know. Like,
We're just an orphan that's pissed.
An angry orphan let
even when
loose
it-
on the world.
even when it goes back to like the beginning, like with the doctor going into the Animus, she was like, "Oh yeah, that was King Leonidas' sword," and they're like, "Oh cool, what does it do?" I don't know. Let's jump into the world, and you like, I don't know, like it.
You kind of find out some stuff about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
later.
because I'm just murdering.
Well, and
people.
your main character is just like he's a comic and a bad A at the same time. And like when he fights the Cyclops, I'm just laughing
Oh, when he stuck the eye, that was so
up
funny.
the donkey's butt.
Yeah, the Cyclops was
And
like,
he's
"Give
just
me
like,
my eye," and he's
"Whoop."
like, "Okay," and he just like stuffs it up and then slaps the donkey, and the donkey runs away.
Oh, man,
and then you murder everybody in that that town.
And at first, I thought I was fighting for the Spartans, but then it comes to find out that you can totally take the Spartans out.
Yeah. I actually got to that part because the whole it flashes back a second time, and you find out what happens to you as a Spartan.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's just like there's no honor. You're just a dude that just is out for a stroll and killing everybody.
That is too funny.
Oh, but I actually got to the part, and David, you'll love this. The naval combat is insanely fun.
Really?
And are they considered rowing slaves?
I believe at that period, yes.
I don't know.
No, and you can upgrade them. You can actually get people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can basically beat people up.
You
and
have
then,
a crew that you can.
I don't know if it's technically enslavement, but yeah, you basically just you work for me. Do you pay for them?
Indentured servants.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
I think you do. Like
your
terrible
crew,
wages.
just like I think we already told you this, but I actually experienced it. Your crew will sing shanties.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
the
like
greatest.
Yeah,
like
those things,
Black
yeah.
Flag.
Yeah. And I don't know how you feel about the ship combat, but I loved it.
Oh, it's so good.
And again, I was just hitting typical merchant ships because it was so much fun, and no one cared.
Yeah, just wait till like the real fights happen.
Oh, I only did like the first tutorial fight, and then I just started like row, and because you can speed up, and the oars come out, and they do like a huge heave, and you like launch.
Because that's fight. They have like fighting speed. You know how like X-wing on Star Wars is like accelerate to attack speed.
Yeah.
That's in this.
And if you line yourself up with like a poor merchant, you just nail
it's
them.
an achievement to slice right through their boat.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
And it's a merchant. You take their stuff. Pirate.
Why do you think they got? They just. It sounds like they went just in a completely different direction.
I don't know how.
I think it was more. It's a less serious direction.
Yeah.
I think they went up to the top and said, "Guys, look, we're not making one next year. Just let us do something cool, right?" Because I don't think there's an Assassin's Creed coming out next year. They're just like, guys, just let us take a shot.
So Assassin's Creed is part of your number 3.
Yeah.
You had 3 tied for 3.
So okay, I'll say those are the top 3,
Okay.
and then 2 runner-ups.
Oh,
Dead
okay.
Cells. I love Dead Cells.
Oh, Dead Cells. Yeah, you were all about Dead Cells.
Love Dead Cells.
The blue balls.
I love the blue balls in Dead Cells.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
I know. And this is strange that this is making the list, but Graveyard Keeper.
Oh, yeah. Now I
yeah.
can see why that made the list for you.
It touches me it
Especially
touches me where I want to be
It's a
touched.
farming simulator for graveyards.
Well, anytime you got to throw the unholy bodies down the river.
Down the river.
Well, that's
Poison
the
everyone.
problem. When I found that out, you're just like, who cares? Like, this body sucks because you need primo bodies to
Yeah.
upgrade your graveyard. You just stroll down to
I
the
don't want
river
this-
and
I
chuck
don't want
them
this
in.
crappy body, this peasant body.
Go throw bodies in the river.
My
Heathen.
graveyard.
Pagan.
Yeah, so those are my top 5, so to speak. Top 3 with a couple runner-ups.
My top 3, Red Dead
Oh, yeah,
Redemption,
oh,
obviously, is
yeah,
my number
number
1. I nailed that in a really big way. Warhammer Vermintide, my
That
number
was a
2.
good one.
A surprise number 2.
It really
makes
was.
that
It was like
because-
pleasantly surprising.
Because it's nothing special. It's not overly complicated. It's just fun. It's pure, unadulterated fun. There was nothing. The joy you get from slicing 10 heads off of running disgusting rats at once in one swing is unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Do you remember the first? Yeah. Do you remember?
Satisfying.
Do you remember the first time you like encountered that rat on steroids?
Dude?
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when
can
you
you-
figure out actually how to play the game,
After 10 hours in.
yeah, dude, it's just so good. Warhammer Vermintide. That's one. If you haven't checked out, I'd highly recommend it. That makes number 2, and then number 3 for me for Forza Horizon 4. Even though it doesn't hold up to Forza Horizon 3 for me. If this is the first Forza game, it's still the Forza series is just fantastic. The Forza Horizon series is fantastic. There were some tweaks that didn't quite put it over the top for Forza Horizon 3 for me, but it's still so good. Fortune Island is out now for it, so
Yeah, that's right. This week.
just an excellent game. The driving is a blast. So Forza Horizon 4 had to make the top 3 for me as well. There you go. Let's get to our questions. T-Bomb Rocks writes in and says, with 3 third-party new releases launching in Game Pass this month, Ashen, Below, and Mutant Year Zero, which is McSpicy's game.
By the way, I kept saying the wrong name. Thank you, everybody that told me that I was saying the name wrong.
Yeah, we got a bunch of... that's what happens. Whatever. Tomato,
0
tomato.
hour, year 0.
Tomato,
Meh.
tomato.
I just know the game that I was playing was fun.
Sorry, let me restart this question. T-Bomb Rock says, with 3 third-party new releases launching in Game Pass this month, Ashen, Below, and Mutant Year Zero, it has me wondering, do you think Game Pass can keep this type of momentum throughout 2019? McSpicy, you've probably used the Game Pass the most out of us, I would say. Thoughts? Do you think that they can keep this momentum going?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's great. I play games that I thought I'd never play, and I hear about games that I would never have heard of.
Oh, I mean, Graveyard was one of that. Warhammer Vermintide came from that.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, even the
Mutant
Year Zero.
Yeah.
Good game, and I would never have thought of playing it if I had to pay for it. And it's a subscription, so I am paying for it.
Yeah.
But it's I love it, and I think I think it's the best value in gaming today.
Yeah, I think they can keep the momentum going because if you're a small developer and you want to get notoriety, you want to get word out there, you have a good product. I'll give you an example. This podcast. If there was a Microsoft Game Pass subscription that we could be a part of, I would put us on there.
Yeah.
Because we know we have a good product. We just want eyeballs, right? Like that's exactly who this appeals to. That's why they're getting good third-party games that you otherwise wouldn't hear about. Because why not? Why not? And then when you establish yourself, when we create a sequel, we'll get lots of purchases or DLC, et cetera, et cetera. I think it's great. I do think they can keep the momentum going.
Yeah, and I had this for a year, and I know the exact day. It was this month that it got I had to re-up because I wanted to play another game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that message.
Yeah, well, I was like, guys, do you have extra codes? I need to play some Game Pass games. Help me! I have to pay for
My
this.
life is over.
Yeah, so yeah, I played Hitman was from that.
Hitman, there you go.
Hitman
Another
is
one you discovered.
and on the list, and that is a good game as well. Man, maybe that should be on the list too, because that was this year. It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
And it was a different. I wasn't expecting it to be the way that it was, but it was very deep, and that was on Game Pass. And so I think it's the best value in gaming today. They're not putting crappy games on there. Maybe they are, but the ones I'm playing,
But you don't have to play them.
Yeah, I don't. I'm playing the games I want to play that look interesting.
Happy Mayo writes in and says, oh, thank you, by the way, Team Bob Rocks. Great question. Happy Mayo writes in and says, if you each had a New Year's resolution based only on gaming, example, mine would be World of Warcraft for console, what would your resolution be for 2019? So not a personal resolution, but an industry resolution. What would you like to see happen in 2019 to the Xbox, to consoles?
That's a hard question.
2019 gaming resolution.
Oh no, that's a hard question.
Really hard.
Get rid of the sucky stuff, make the cool stuff cooler.
Make the cool stuff cool. Mine is an Elite controller version 2. Like legit high-end gaming controller product version 2 that I can customize. That's my 2019 resolution. High-end Elite controller
I want world peace.
via games.
Yeah, world peace via games is no fanboyism, right? I want no fanboyism.
No fanboyism.
Yeah, no
I want people to just
no toxicity.
Yeah, world peace in gaming. That's what I want. Just enjoy it. Just have a good time. I don't care if you hate a game. Don't tell me you hate it. I like it. You know?
Yeah. No, I could see that.
Yeah.
Jordan, anything for you? That World of Warcraft coming to consoles. That's
That'd
a
be
good
cool.
one. It's a good one for 2019.
Maybe no more involving your senators in getting games banned because you spent your own money and didn't get what you wanted. I don't know, maybe that would be a good one.
So,
Maybe
no legislation in gaming?
Yeah, maybe
No
that would be-
legislation
yeah.
for gaming.
Unless you take out a giant loan from the Norwegian government to make a cyberpunk game. That's the only way
That's
you
the-
can.
yeah.
The only government involvement you want in games.
The only go is when they're producing games.
That's when they're buying it.
Great question, Happy Mayo. Thank you very much. Neil Dodsworth writes in and says, I'll ask the obvious question. He says, it's tradition in the UK to overeat and drink to excess on Christmas Day. Given I'll be drunk by 10 a.m. and working at a hot stove until the Christmas dinner is ready, how on earth will I have time to listen to the answer to this question? But seriously, guys, thanks for all your hard work, the great entertainment alongside the best gaming sizzled packed into an MP3. Would be great to hear the stupidest gaming thing you've done this year that you should but don't regret, that you should regret but you don't. Merry Christmas to you and all the bros. So, stupidest gaming thing
I packed
you've
all
done?
my consoles and PCs and put them on an airplane.
That is dumb. Like, I would not have done that.
But nothing happened, and I secured it.
Well, you watch videos.
And I don't.
research
Yeah, I
how to do it.
researched it
Okay,
for like
wait,
a
wait,
week.
wait. But
I went into a deep research.
So, list everything you took with you on the plane. Your PC,
My PC,
Xbox.
underwear.
monitor. Yeah, I brought my lesser Xbox.
Okay, your lesser.
Which, by the way, I've become very arrogant and selfish.
because you notice a performance
Yeah,
difference,
because I'm playing. I'm like, this looks like crap.
dude, actually, I'll say 4K.
No, like Red Dead, like you can
4K
visibly
makes
see
a difference. Yeah,
You like in Red Dead Redemption
when you become used to it, you go back and you're like, I actually think HDR makes more of a difference.
I
More apparent.
I pulled up Red Dead Redemption to do the story mode and just try and 100% a few
Yeah.
things, right? And it
You
was
couldn't-
like
it disgusted you.
well, it disgusted me.
I was
Yeah.
disgusted.
I was it was blurry at 1080p. Like I was like, what is this blur? Like it was pixely. Like you could see things weren't as smooth, and
Yeah.
it disgusted me.
Was it your CRT TV from your
Yeah.
So your
Yeah.
PC, along with monitors and peripherals,
monitors
your Xbox,
and-
along with controller.
Controllers and my Nintendo Switch.
Now, did you legit? Now, this was over 14 days.
Uh-huh.
Did you legit have time to play all three in substance?
Well, I only got like 4 hours of sleep per night, so I played all 3 of them.
Dude, I don't know how you do that.
I'm just really
It makes
tired.
me you don't get sleep you don't sleep I can't do. I literally cannot function.
What was your question? I don't what? I don't sleep or
No. Yeah, you and Jordan both can operate off basically no sleep. I cannot.
Well, I think it's actually affecting me now.
It's like caught up to you.
I really think
In
so.
your older
My
years.
memory is gone. And I think it's because I have not slept well in like 15 years. Because, isn't that when the Xbox came out? I'm pretty sure that's when the first Xbox came out. So
yeah, I just cannot. I can't my brain. I just can't function.
I
period.
really do have memory loss now. It's terrible. And I think it's because of my terrible sleep. So that's something you get to look forward to in the next 10 years, Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm
When
excited for you.
You start breaking down.
When you start falling
So
apart
your regret
mentally.
was, but it's not a regret. Is packing. That is a risk, man. Woo.
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
how.
I did a lot of research in how to.
I don't
pack
know
a
why
computer.
or how that is a thing that you did. McSpicy, a stupid gaming thing
That I'm proud of?
That you shouldn't be proud of, but you are,
Yeah.
or that you shouldn't regret, or you should regret, but you don't.
Well, yeah. I never thought if this was 2017, I didn't think this would be me. I have never spent money on a free-to-play game in my whole life, and then Fortnite comes along,
And Hearthstone.
and yeah, Hearthstone. Well, but Hearthstone is like I don't count that because those are like DLCs. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
You're just buying card packs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know how to calculate the Hearthstone thing, but when they came out with what was it, level 100 in season 3? John Wick, I think he's called the Reaper, and you realize that the skins that Fortnite comes out with just blow your mind. And then they come out with like the most ridiculous dances you've ever seen in your life, like K-pop dances. And I would love to do that over the corpse of my enemies. I have to buy it. I didn't realize it was $20. It was 2,000 V-Bucks. I don't know. I just buy the V-Bucks. And then I forget what the actual value dollar to dollar is. I
think
have bought
V-Bucks
dance after dance after dance. That was $20.
I think V-Bucks is going to become a cryptocurrency.
Probably.
It's probably worth more than a lot that are.
Yeah,
I
right?
spent $200 in that game, in a free
Just
to
on
play
that
game.
season?
Well, over the course of that season, in the
So yeah, in that season.
yeah. And I really enjoy playing as John Wick with a dog on my back now. Yeah,
but you don't regret it. But
not
you
at
should.
all because I'm actually okay. I play with my nephews occasionally, and his friends, and they're like, "Ooh, you got that guy?" And I'm like,
Yes,
"You're
I
dang
did.
right."
Yep.
And this is what you look forward to when you have a job and you can pay for crap you shouldn't buy.
Buy stuff.
When you don't have your parents
when you buy
telling
stuff
you
that's
no.
not real, but it's awesome.
Yeah, my nephews go through they're like, "Oh my gosh, you have this," and I'm like shaking my head like,
Here's
I guess I do.
Here's the dumbest thing that I did that I do regret, that frustrated me very much. It actually happened this week. I went to stream Red Dead Redemption 2 4 in the morning. I was featured on the front page of Mixer. We were featured to stream
cool.
Red Dead Redemption. An update comes up for Red Dead Redemption. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, this take like 2 seconds to update. It was a very small patch, right? Probably for Red Dead Online. I don't know what the update was for. I didn't take time to look because it sat there paused for like 2 minutes. I think it was just getting started. And I was like, oh, it must be frozen. So I hard reset my Xbox. Do you know what that does when an update is on your Xbox? It deletes the entire game from your Xbox. 92 gigs of a game from your Xbox. It gets back on, pops back on, it's gone. Gone. I have to re-download the entire
While you're featured, that's funny.
while I'm featured. So I played Forza Horizon 4 instead.
Were you featured specifically for Red Dead? Or
No, this was
Okay.
for any game, but
cool.
so I could switch it up. But I was looking forward to playing some Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption.
Probably
I was
would've
so
beat
mad.
it.
So tip of the day: never hard reset your Xbox or turn it off in the middle of an update.
I think that's I think
It's a glitch, and it's a known glitch.
Oh, okay.
It is a known
That
glitch.
reminds me of a documentary.
I have ready for this though. I have yet to check my campaign progress. If my campaign progress is gone, I don't know what I'll do. I don't think it is
you'll
because
be
it's in the
fine 'cause
cloud.
It's in the cloud, yeah.
But you never know.
It syncs really good. I have the box down here and the box up there, and it puts you right on.
Okay.
Dude, that reminds me of a quick little thing. So a documentary I saw, it was actually
Yeah.
on Bungie, right?
Okay.
And it was in the early days before they got acquired by Microsoft. They had this game called Myth. It was a real-time strategy game. Old. Oh, this is like middle 90s. So
Yeah,
old,
I played
old game,
Myth.
right? Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
Okay,
if
so
you
first of all,
actually
it wasn't middle 90s.
what had happened
Second
is
of all, you're stupid.
they
Second
had
of all, I played
they had
Myth.
basically pressed everything. All the discs were made. They pressed them all. Everything was ready to go. They were ready to ship. And some guy, I don't know who it was, but he was like, guys, we got a problem. They called it the FU bug because what had happened is if you uninstalled the game, it would break your hard drive. It would like corrupt it. So they basically said, yeah, uninstall our game, FU. You know, that's why they called it the FU bug. So anyway, after everything was all ready and go, they had to call back everything and remake them and fix it and send it back. And this
How
is
much
them
money
still
did
being them still being early, but you know what I
Because
mean?
now you can just patch that.
Well, I don't know if you want to resending that out. I mean, that's even if you
You're
can
like-
patch it.
You're like, well, it'll cost us another 10 grand, but well, whatever.
We can patch it. We can break someone's hard
Dude, I
drive.
actually-
Not my
Patch-
problem.
I actually think there is a market for a game console
yeah,
or a game that when you die, it deletes the game for forever. You have to purchase it again or something. It like
Ultimate Dark
permadeath
Souls.
to the game.
Called
Like
the EA credit card.
no, that's I think like the ultimate challenge. Can you get through it in one go?
No, that's why they got to have a game with shock collars or something to cause pain.
They had that smell thing for South Park.
That was a joke, but yeah, that was.
No, that was where when you went to the bathroom, it would send the smells up.
I think that was a Kickstarter they did as a joke.
I think it was a fantastic idea.
Maybe that should be your 2019 New Year's resolution.
Yeah, I think they should
Right
make
there
that
for gaming.
sensory.
Torture simulator.
Thank you very much, Neil Dodsworth, for writing in. Great question. Rock and Roll writes in and says, thanks for another year of fantastic podcasts. You're welcome. I look forward to everyone. And speaking of looking forward, what single thing in the world of gaming are you each looking forward to most in 2019? And where do you want the X1 Bros to be 1 year from now? Cheers, guys. Great question, Rock and Roll. Single thing you're most looking forward to in 2019? For me, obviously, I think we're going to get a reveal at E3 of the new Xbox, the next in line
Scarlet?
in hardware. But honestly, for me, of all 2019, and it happened at the Game Awards for me, Rage 2. I cannot get the game out of my
Yeah,
mind.
dude, that game was fun.
It's all the way in May, the release date for it. But it looks fantastic. It's like Borderlands, Doom, and Wolfenstein all rolled into one, and I want it. I want it more than I've wanted anything in a long time.
I wanted to.
So that's for me. I think that's what I'm most looking forward to. Surprisingly, more than single player first person shooters.
Touch you better.
Just do it
They
right.
touch you
to me.
like that
I'll
50-year-old teacher.
Just touch it. Just
Bad
do
teacher.
it right to me.
Very
They-
specific.
They touched me like the substitute teacher,
Like that's substitute gym teacher
the substitute gym
in
teacher.
the locker room.
Returning again.
No, but I think Rage 2 is probably what I'm most looking forward to in 2019. How about you, Jordan?
I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah,
I
I
got
see
the day
that.
off. I'm not taking my birthday off. I'm taking that day.
You
off.
have a key on your wall.
I do have a key on my wall.
The fighting key
Keyblade.
sword.
I'll use it. I wish I can somehow like how the Wii has those attachments that you can put the controller in. If I could put my controller into that key.
And swing it
It's
I
around.
wonder if
that.
there's a way we can make something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Big Spicy, how about you?
Anthem.
Dude.
I got that day off too. Just so you know.
Okay.
You got
Good.
you already scheduled those off that far in advance? I mean, I guess it's
like 2 months.
away, but still.
Yeah.
I'm always like week of. Okay, I'm off. I need this day off, guys.
Yeah, I have. So I usually take off my birthday, but I'm using that day for Kingdom Hearts 3 and then just another general day for Anthem. And I think Anthem comes out on the weekend, and I usually have either Friday or Saturday off. So whichever day I don't have off, I'm just going to take off the next day.
Should I?
So I'll have the whole
Should
weekend.
we all go Anthem day off?
Because
Spicy?
Anthem is a Friday.
If I can, I will. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will definitely do it if it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't have a normal schedule.
Big Spicy.
Yes, David.
Oh, sorry, you already answered Anthem. I don't know why I didn't think you.
Anthem.
Hey,
So
what's
we're
your
talking-
answer?
If you want to ask me again, I'll
That's
say
what we're
it
talking
again.
about. Anthem. Where do you want the podcast to be 1 year from now? The thing I'm looking forward to most. I mean, we're growing at a very healthy rate that we're super proud of and super excited for. But the most is studio. Having a studio 1 year from now, I want to be sitting in the Man Cave studio which Mr. McSpicy, which we'll throw up actually, we have a 3D rendering.
Do you want me to record something about with that so they can see it?
Yeah, I think
I'll
so.
do it.
We'll put that up on. We'll put that up so everybody can see it. But we have the studio basically designed. We have to show Jordan
Oh,
Actually.
you haven't seen it? Oh, right.
because he had no internet. He had no internet
That's
connection.
right.
Did you put it on our
Yep.
chat?
Yes, we
thing?
did.
I think I did see it then because I had mobile data.
No, you would know if you saw it. There would
Didn't
not
I
be a-
reply, "Cool guys"?
I think he did,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, but
I don't
think
believe
you watched it.
I don't. He watched it on a 2-inch phone. Weasel.
Please. No, but really looking forward to the studio. We've got some big things, some big plans coming this next year. Next level stuff's coming, so that's what I'm most looking forward to. Anything? Correct me. I mean, anything different? You guys, 1 year from now, Xonebros.
That'd be
2019?
great.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, take over the world VR podcast.
World
would be
peace.
pretty- yeah, world peace.
World Peace Through Gaming.
World peace.
Boom,
okay.
done. It's ambitious. Rock and roll. Thank you very much. Christopher Roberts writes in and says, let's discuss what Epic Games did. Basically called out Sony. Quote, here's all the tech to implement cross-platform play into anyone's game. Your move, Sony. Great show, guys. Thank you very much,
Wait,
Christopher
did they
Roberts.
actually say your move, Sony?
No, I don't think they
Oh,
said
that
your
would have
move,
been
Sony.
awesome.
That would be cool.
That would have been hilarious.
No,
Queen to F3.
I think-
your move, Sony.
I think the pressure is I think it's going to happen. I think it's inevitable that crossplay comes to more and more things that we see. I just don't see how in a connected world that doesn't end up being universal.
Well, what's funny is like I would buy the game again. Like what upset? Like I bought Overwatch twice. I have it on the Xbox and on the PC, and I still spent money 2 separate times to get it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would pay more money on other devices. Like I'd do it. I'd buy it on my PlayStation 4 again if there was. I just don't want to start over again. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the issue, right? Is the fact that I don't want, because I have friends that play on the PS4 that I'd like to play with, but I don't want to start over again. I like all the skins that I had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if anything, it encourages me to buy it more. Like Fortnite, I have it on every device I have, and I paid for it on every device I have because I can, and I'm bringing all my stuff across on all these devices. Whatever I buy on the Xbox is on the Switch and the PC and everywhere, and the phone.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that.
And that's how I feel about it. That's like that's a Forrest Gump quote.
And
That's how I feel
that's
about
all
it.
I got.
That's all I got to say about that.
Fried shrimp.
Spicy thoughts?
Uh,
Cross-platform gaming?
what's the question? I thought I was agreeing with all of
Just
you.
Fortnite throwing down the gauntlet.
No, yeah. It's 2018.
inevitable.
It's almost 2019.
It's
Come
almost
on.
2019. Next year, it'll happen.
Yeah.
A year from now, it'll happen.
It'll start. It's now going to get to the point where it'll start hurting Sony's image. So
Yeah, agreed. If it hasn't already to a certain extent.
no, it has.
Well, didn't Sony already allow Fortnite to do cross-platform, but no one else?
Yes, sort of. Yes. And remember,
Sort of.
remember when it was
Is there
like
really a sort of? Like, can they only play with certain Xboxes?
Well, remember they had.
when Sony's involved? I guess there's always a sort of. So
Do you
Well,
only
remember
play
they
with
had the thing with
Xboxes
the
that-
account, like because you had signed up with Fortnite on your PlayStation account, you couldn't use that account
yeah.
on other things.
that gave Sony a really bad image.
They fixed that, I believe.
Yes.
But that hurt.
But Sony still can play with Xbox players, PC players
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah,
that's the
now.
only thing because Rocket League I know is ready to do that.
Rocket League's golden.
I mean,
Didn't Fortnite accidentally flip the switch?
they flipped the
I
switch
think they
before,
did it on
and I think that
purpose.
was like a, hey,
It's possible.
here you go, guys.
Well, that's what I think.
Yes, it's not
I think they're
us.
like, guys, we're making millions per month. Let's take whatever fine they have on us, and actually, you know what? Let's just not even
they're
pay
not
the
going to
money.
remove.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
a platform is going to remove you from their platform?
Well,
the
that's what I'm
largest
wondering. Like,
game?
I wonder if like Sony or Microsoft like fined them, like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. Oops, sorry, but I wonder like, I think
like an independent developer, they just kick you off their platform.
It was
But I think-
Rocket League. That's the one
Yeah,
that
that's what-
accidentally they
Was Rocket
accidentally
League the one that
Yeah, it was
flipped
Rocket
the
League that
switch
did
where
it.
you could play with anybody, and they're like, "Oops."
well, that's what I wonder when you're that big, because Rocket League's still really big too. When you're that big, I think you have more power than the platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people are coming to the platform to play that game.
Yeah, that's true. It's inevitable. Let's be honest. 2019 might be the year that,
That's
that
funny.
it comes everywhere.
Our bad.
And it's not even like a switch. I bet you.
Undo.
I bet you it's not even like a switch. I bet you it's like a dimmer light. They just.
They ran it as administrator when they hit that executable.
How
Yeah.
that's so like I want to know like if it truly was an accident, which it probably wasn't, but I want to know like Like how did you accidentally do that?
Open up. How did you accidentally open up the cross play?
Like, did you plug that server into that server? I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they just
They just a USB
Wait,
cord.
what are you doing?
Just
Some
go-
guy like karate chops it,
RJ45
disconnects it,
Ethernet.
just rips it out.
What are you
Can't
doing?
Do that.
Like,
The blue and the green servers cannot talk to each other.
well, it's like when the servers
And then we have
go.
that really little red one over there. Don't connect them.
It's like when
It was the maid.
when
It
the
was the
ser-
housekeeping maid.
Yeah,
She's like, oh, this cord's
That was the
unplugged.
janitor.
I don't know what one it was plugged into.
I think right here.
That's good enough.
It's like when the because I get how like the servers accidentally go down when a game goes down for a couple minutes. Like someone just
you accidentally connect.
Well,
that seems complicated.
yeah, that's it. Because like the other like when servers go down, I get you're getting up to go get a cup of coffee. You trip over the power
It's
strip.
when
or
you do
something
something
like that.
and someone's like, "Why did you do that?" And you're like smiling and shrugging, just it's that it's that sarcastic
Like,
2-year-old
you
smile.
accidentally created the code to connect all the. How does that happen?
Like I accidentally drank your soda. It's like that. I accidentally ate your candy bar.
Yeah. My name was on the sandwich in the fridge, and you accidentally ate it.
It's like one of those. That's exactly what it is. Samsonite, thank you. Great question. Poco Fraud. Samsonite writes in.
Swanson Samson.
Samsonite has.
Wait, no. Poker fraud is this question.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're not on. That was that was Christopher Roberts.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Christopher Roberts. Appreciate it. Poga Fraud writes in and says, "When can we expect to see some new and sweet Xonebros swag on the Amazon store? I'm in the market for a new ID lanyard and maybe a coffee mug." Well, let me tell you, Amazon. Well, first of all, Amazon just opened us up finally to Australia. So for all of our producers, new shirts are going out this next week. And Australia, they'll be shipped directly to you because
Have you guys seen those
a
new
process.
Amazon commercials about the people that work at the shipping stations or
no,
whatever?
I've not seen those.
I don't know if I want those people handling my packages. Like not because they're like not good looking or bad or they're unprofessional, but they are too excited to pick up this and put it on that. The lady was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting $14 an hour!" And she's like freaking out, like moving the package from one conveyor belt to another, and she's like, "This is amazing, Amazon! It's opened up my life!" And it was,
And this box is a prize.
and it was like, "Whoa!" And then because I guess Amazon raised it to like $14 an hour, and then there's this other,
free shipping. Yes.
and then they like had this like intense story right in the middle of it. Like there's this lady that's freaking out about moving package A to package B, and then it flashes to this other
Eventually,
guy.
robots are going to do it all.
I know
let's be honest.
you don't got to pay them $14 an hour.
Just electricity costs a lot less.
Yeah. And then like so she's like freaking out about how she's like freaking out a little too much, right? And then it flashes to this other guy and he was like, "I was homeless for 15 years and then I worked at Amazon for $14 an hour," and he's like putting the mail in the thing, and it was like oh my,
Like high-fiving people.
Throwing your package like a
it
frisbee.
was like
Well, I think a lot of people have Amazon in their sights trying to take them out.
I
So
have no idea.
Amazon's
Like,
combating that.
I don't know. I feel like you could have done a good commercial, like saying the same things, but maybe a little less
A
intensity.
little toned down.
Yeah, well, because like she was super happy, and then he was home, and you're like, "What? You're homeless? I'm sorry, but now you're getting $14 an hour, and
like a
life is
sad
good." And he's the
story.
mail guy. Like it looked like he was doing the mail.
My entire family was killed by a serial
Yeah,
killer.
that's what it was. And now I'm at
But
Amazon!
now I'm at Amazon.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa. Yeah, it was. Anyway, I saw it on a YouTube ad. Like, you know how YouTube plays the ads before? And,
If you use the Brave browser, nothing.
oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've switched everywhere, even at work, where I'm not allowed to download my own browsers, and I did.
Way to stick
And they
it to
don't
the
know
man.
yet because even an IT guy was even at my desk doing something. He couldn't tell because it's Chromium, so it's based on Google Chrome, but it's the Brave browser, and so he thought he was in Google Chrome, but he wasn't.
It's like, oh, it's a cool little.
Shuts down all the ads. He was like, "Oh, this is really cool. What do you got? Like a ad blocker here? This is awesome."
Oh, it's a cool little lion
I don't.
overlay you have.
What a noob.
Nope. No, I don't. No, don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, great.
But anyway, if
anyways,
anybody's looking for a job, Amazon pays $14.
anyways, new
an hour.
swag 2019. We'll be coming in with new swag. I don't know if we're able yet to do lanyards, but we are able to ship to Australia. But yeah, we're stickers, lanyards, they're on their way.
Yeah, it's Amazon has to give us an okay on.
And we do
certain
have an
things.
FBA account that we could do lanyards through, which still gives you.
Did you say
Amazon.
FDA?
FBA.
Oh.
Fulfilled by Amazon is what that stands for.
Oh.
We should actually explore that.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, stay tuned, Pogo Fry. Thank you. And for those of you, if you haven't yet, we're actually wearing the newest T-shirts.
Oh yeah, those shirts.
Right
Do you want me
here.
to switch
These
the
green
camera so you
ones.
can see it? Here,
yeah.
here you go.
Here we
On
go.
David.
Here we go.
Oh, whoops. On David.
Oh, there it is. Check it out right here, guys. This is the new
Hard
shirt. They're
to
green. It says Xonebros in coinage.
These are our producer shirts.
These are the producer shirts. These are new. These are available on Amazon. Are in our Amazon store. Just go to x1bros.com and hit the products website. It'll take you right to Amazon. Free 2-day shipping. Everything.
Can you
It's Amazon.
just show your chest? So you were like covering it with your arm. There you go. Not a good shirt. That's a pretty one. I like it.
Nice shimmy too.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Thank you very
can
much.
Shimmy like the best of them.
Thank you. Yeah, just go over to Amazon. Just go to the Amazon store. In fact, can you put that in Mixer for Mixer people? I think
Yeah,
if you go
I'll do it.
!store, it's there.
Yeah.
And those incredibly happy people will get you your package.
Yeah, the homeless dude.
Oh, we got a double doozy.
Oh, there we go.
Double. Thanks,
Samsonite 99 writes in. Thank you, by the way, Poker
Samson?
Fraud. Great question.
Samson?
Samsonite 99 writes in and says, "This is a long question about Red Dead Redemption. Came out with their gold store. They released it, I believe, on Thursday.
Yeah, they gave me gold
The
back.
store is officially there, but he says Red Dead Online's gold purchases opened shop today. I was looking forward to this. However, he says I'm fairly disappointed that they released this. I was presuming they would release the full online game and then open the store purchases. However, since this storefront for gold purchases has opened up and not many other Red Dead fixes have been addressed, such as my horse repeatedly being bumped to bonding level 1 after a match or mission, and they haven't released additional content yet, he says he's not very happy with it. What are our thoughts on it? The store, it doesn't feel alive. The online doesn't feel as alive as the story mode, etc., etc. What are our thoughts on the online store?
To answer the first part, I believe this actually is the full release. They only put the word beta there for PR reasons. Like this is the
That's a conspiracy theory, but I agree with it.
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy theory that I agree with.
So there, I think that. What was the rest of the question?
What?
It's a long question. I'm reading it right
Yeah.
now.
So what content? Ultimately, so what content? Here's what Samsonite says. Do you believe is absolutely necessary in Red Dead Online, and how long do you think it will take to get more content? He says, I love Red Dead Online. To ride with my friends is just awesome, but to me, it just doesn't feel as live as the story mode. I don't really know. It just doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah, no. So I agree with him 100% there. It doesn't feel as live as the story mode, but I mean the story mode was probably a lot of focus,
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the online mode's gonna have a lot more content. I just look at Grand Theft Auto Online.
absolutely
I mean,
gonna
Grand
have
Theft Auto Online didn't last week. They actually came out with another DLC for their online mode. I think it's actually going to be similar to Grand Theft Auto Online, where they're going to add like team heists. Because I don't know if this is considered a spoiler, but you rob banks in the single player game.
Yeah.
Like it's a big part of the single player game.
No, it's pretty clear. That's not a spoiler.
Okay.
I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's like,
Yeah. And just like in Grand Theft Auto 5, they call them heists, but you're robbing banks. That was a big part of the story. Big part of the story in Red Dead Redemption is robbing trains and stuff like that. I think they'll release, like they did with Grand Theft Auto Online, a handful of heists where like you team up, you plan it, you go rob a train, because that would be a lot of fun.
The way
robbing
they
a train.
end the story mode in the online, the multiplayer campaign.
Did you guys get extra ones? I felt like because the final one was the Iron Man, Tin Man gunfight.
Yeah.
The armory.
But when I played a little while ago, there was 2 other missions from this like bounty hunter who is an old guy that couldn't really hunt. Maybe I just didn't.
No,
finish
there's
those
other
before.
missions. There's other missions, and then there's other story missions.
But they don't.
From what's his face? The one dude, the like homeless dude. I forget his name.
Yeah, I think they'll add.
Does he work at Amazon?
He works at Amazon
for $14 an hour.
Yeah, in Red Dead Online.
That's actually good. That year, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
So no, I think they'll add more content. Of course, whether it be, I think they'll do a lot of little stuff like Grand Theft Auto does with like different mini games and stuff like that. But I do think they'll do something like team robberies, right? You
Yeah.
group up with a posse, you go in, you plan this, or it'll just be like a full set mission, like where you rob the bank and do stuff like that. Because
Yeah, Samsonite does say, I have high hopes, and I praise everyone at Rockstar because they've done a good job at Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and so he's also he says in the early part of the question that he likes that they opened up the gold for purchasing, but at the same time he wished that other things were addressed first.
yeah, bugs and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think they weren't anticipating the bugs, but they were anticipating the gold release. So I think I don't think they're spending time on it. I think that time had
was
already
just-
been spent
yeah.
on it.
Oh, makes
It was
sense.
just a calendar day, like
Yeah,
on this day
I-
where we're going to release the gold.
So I don't think it's a matter of they're working on something else and that took precedent. The gold took precedence over the bugs. I think it was just already
Scheduled.
built in and scheduled
for release
Yeah,
date.
so I don't think we need to worry
I
about
also
that.
don't have a problem with the store being released yet because I do think they're doing something really well in a couple ways because it's going to take time for them to figure out and balance the economy, right? That's going to always be adjusting. They've already adjusted it once or twice now in patches.
yeah, I got money
But what
back.
they're doing right is they announced again that this week they're giving you more gold bars and more money depending on if you got the Ultimate Edition, if you got Day One Edition, or if you just had the Standard Edition. So they're still giving away. I'm saving my gold bars. I'm not spending my gold bars on
I already
anything
spent
until-
They just burned a hole in my pocket.
See, no, I spend my money. I spent my money on a rifle.
Spent everything.
Because I've been doing. I'll tell you what. I've been doing some hardcore hunting, guys.
Good for you. In
Really.
online?
Online, getting into the online hunting game
Yeah.
here. I pick
Good
up
for you.
carcasses. Although I turn into the strawberry butcher because the
It's scary. It's a scary world out there.
the Blackwater butcher. Let me tell you, there's snipers all over the place just waiting to make your life hell.
Yeah,
Luckily,
it's-
I'm riding with a posse usually, so when they take out one of us, we just go to town on them. The minute you take out someone in my posse, that's it.
Hey,
I
you-
spend the rest of the game just shooting you.
You know what's awesome? The same thing happened to me, which happened to you guys. I created a permanent posse to get the rare achievement.
Yeah.
I just called it like Xonebros 2 or
Yeah.
whatever. And then they gave me my 200 back in the patch. It was
Oh, they
great.
did?
Yeah.
So also, you
So
just
I
have to
didn't
upgrade
lose
your
any
camp
money.
to get to 7 to a large camp. So I did that. So I got to 7 people in the posse at once.
How do you upgrade your camp? You
just
just go to the guy and
Go-
give him money?
No,
Well,
you don't have
no.
to do that. You just hit left on the D-pad and it lets you upgrade your camp.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the size of your camp. So the,
Oh, okay, yeah, that.
Uh,
No, because all the upgrades I have is buying my hobo a suit.
Oh,
You know-
I do want to get a tent because
you know
do
the
get,
guy that manages-
like Deadeye bonuses. Although Deadeye is pointless.
Oh, the guy that
right
keeps
now.
running your camp
Yeah,
everywhere?
Crips.
Yeah.
Chris.
You get
Crips.
all
Oh.
his upgrade. When you go to talk to him about upgrading your camp, he's like, "You can buy me a new tie. You can buy me a new jacket." That's his upgrade. That's like the upgrades. So I'm not buying anything for him. He always, right when I'm coming to camp, he always picks it up and moves it somewhere else, and it bugs me.
Oh, can I tell you this about
He
this?
didn't like
Yeah.
you because you haven't bought
So
him a
I-
tie or
I-
a
yeah,
suit
maybe
yet.
that's
Let me tell you, I did a bunch of hunting the other day, and I was going to Strawberry, and I was like, oh, you know what? I want my camp up here, not in the Great Plains anymore. There's good hunting up there. You're up in
Yeah.
tall trees, basically, north of that in the mountains. And so you tell Crips, hey, move my camp here. Nope, that's a glitch that's broken. He just moves it randomly anywhere on the map. And I spent
Yeah.
like $20, which is a lot of money in that game.
Especially in the online mode.
And it's just a random hit. It's basically like each time I'm like, come on, baby. Never got it to where I
So-
wanted, so I just gave up.
No, you have to be in a certain place on the map,
Is it like a blowing
and then
in the cartridge
like
thing?
so. How I have
This is
figured
like
out
a blow it in the cartridge
it-
conspiracy.
yeah. Let me explain.
Okay.
Let me tell you how I do it.
Okay, put it in your T-shirt and then
So
blow.
over by Rhodes. Okay.
Okay,
This is how
Rhodes.
I discovered
I
this.
gotta go all the way to Rhodes.
No, but this is I gotta kind of build up to how I
Okay,
discovered
okay,
this.
okay.
Okay, if you go southwest of Rhodes, there's a beach with rocks. If you go stand on those rocks out in the water, just go stand there and then create your camp. It will always put the camp on the beach on the other side of the lake. So over here,
Okay.
and that makes it's on the beach, so that makes it so you can fish within your camp, and no one can kill you while you're fishing
That's cool.
Because the flag's up.
because you're fishing in your camp.
Yeah.
It's right on the beach. So if ever I want that camp in that specific place, I go over to Rhodes, go to those rocks, and stand on it, and then when I create the camp, it will be there. So it depends on where you are standing.
So I gotta find the spot to stand
yes.
for it to go. But here's the thing: where I was standing in the same spot and just hitting it, and he was going all over the map. It wasn't one specific spot.
Like one region.
Like he would go from Great Plains to Rhodes to Armadillo to Gaptooth Ridge.
Wait.
To every time I press it, and I was staying in the same spot.
Well, you can choose where.
Yeah, and
That's
so
what he-
I
that's
would
what he's
choose
saying,
where I'm
like-
choosing, and it's like a random I would choose and it would go randomly.
Did you buy him a tie yet?
Fire him.
No, I want to can I just put the camp on my back, on my skinny nag horse, and ride that bad boy up to where I want it? Like, I feel like I should be able to do that.
Well,
should
you're
have
the
the-
one paying the bills.
I'm paying the bills. It cost me $20.
Dude, honestly, I think they would. It would be cool if they have the Fallout camp system, not where like you build your own stuff, but where you can basically just put it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Samsonite just gets a start. Samsonite, I hope we answered your question there. There was a lot there. I agree with you. It is the beginning of online, and like you guys said, I do think the beta is just there to keep criticism away.
PR move.
But it is bare bones. It's going to continue to be supported. Grand Theft Auto is the outline for it. It will continue to get better. In 2019, the thing that I'm most looking forward to in Red Dead Online, player housing. Once player housing comes, I think that's when, especially depending on how they do
doesn't
it.
the camp technically count as player housing?
No, I don't if that's player housing, that's dumb.
Well, maybe they'll make it to where you can actually like customize it much better.
No, I want like how Grand Theft Auto was. You guys could come into my apartment and check it out, and I got sweet stuff and they'll do it because they could sell stuff in the gold store that way. That's why I shot carts. That's why I bought shot carts so I could get a yacht.
What's the current gold to real money ratio?
I don't know. The gold
exchange
store,
rate.
The gold store I just saw launched yesterday, I want to say,
okay.
and I've not jumped in. But I'm saving my gold. If they're gifting me gold bars, I'm saving all of my gold.
I'll just spend $100 on gold. Just buy everything.
Pay to win.
Yeah, pay to win. Well, it's all like cosmetic stuff. You can't really get. Well, I guess can you get
rifles.
some rifles.
Well, no. Can you buy gold with rifles? You can't. It is cosmetics then too, so you can't even.
It
buy
has to be.
That's
it
cash.
actually, I think, because I'm thinking of it like poker. If they were to make it so you could buy a currency and that currency was attached to poker, you would get in you would have
Someone
your
would call
legislator,
their senator,
someone would call their legislator, and
yeah.
it would be considered gambling.
So no,
right?
for rifles.
So I don't think it can.
You can't.
If they
no.
want to put
With-
poker in the game, they can't have those two currencies linked in any way.
So you can with horses, you can purchase. What you can do is up. So you have to. Let's say you have to be level 15.
Yeah, so I
to
think
get this
horse upgrades.
You
do
can
gold.
upgrade your horse with gold, but you can't do rifles. But
But
that makes
again,
sense because horses aren't that important.
Does the horse upgrades give you that much of an advantage against?
No. Horse upgrades just slightly
I
better.
mean, there's a
travel
glitch
times.
where your horse bond level goes down to 0 every time.
Have you seen
anyway.
the glitch that was all over Twitter about you become naked?
Really?
Yeah, in the single player campaign, you're naked.
Is there
It's
you gotta
hilarious.
type in the console?
I don't know what it is. You got to type in nude or wiener,
Okay.
and it just goes naked.
Like
I don't
Rust?
know.
Like in Rust?
Okay, so I just looked it up. 25 gold bars is $10 US.
Cool.
So
I mean, that's not bad because
What would $100 give me?
$100 will get you
'Cause you know how they bundle 'em?
Yeah, 350 gold bars.
I'm in.
whoa, that's a lot of gold bars.
And there's a one-time special offer for
Oh,
25 gold bars for $5. I believe you can do that once.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
that
I'm
right
doing
now.
that then.
And then I'm gonna do
Doing that right
$100.
away.
Yeah.
Although wait till cooler stuff comes out. You'll waste all your gold bars on stuff that doesn't exist yet. I mean that later won't be that big of a deal.
Yeah. So the gold bars just give you cosmetics.
That's what from and then they do horse stuff.
It enables you. So for instance,
Horse.
I'm
not-
locked. I'm only level 11 right now. To get horse X, I have to be level 15, but I can use gold bars to unlock that level.
Yeah, I just think because I really want
For
poker,
horses.
I really want poker in this game. I don't know how and I want to play against other people. Is it too much of a gray line for them to? Well, that's why they did two currencies in the first place. So they would make it gold bars as X currency, and the regular currency is Y currency.
Well,
and
here's the thing though. You still earn gold in game. Like you don't have to.
Yeah, but if you can
purchase
buy a currency,
Yeah, but all they have to do is, as long as gold can't buy real money or the in-game currency, then you're fine.
No, you're not, because I mean, look at what happened with the whole fiasco with, was it Overwatch and all that stuff? It doesn't matter if they can consider it.
Well, but
it's got to
you're-
be very specific, not gambling.
Yeah. Well, you'll
real
gamble
money.
only with the in-game
Yeah.
money
Okay.
currency.
I
That's what I'm
hope
saying.
so, because but see, if that in-game currency is touching somehow
never-
the gold
it
bar
never is.
currency
So even
It's
in
not-
the
it's
horse
not
with
right now.
items.
even in the horse thing, it might unlock, and I don't know because I didn't try this because I don't want to waste my gold bars. I'm just going to level up. But let's say, I don't know how it works, and someone can correct me in chat if you've done this already. So I can unlock the level to get that horse, but then I don't know, just because I unlock the level, I don't think I get the horse. I might still have to use currency to buy that, like dollars to buy
okay,
that horse.
okay.
It just unlocks that level of horse for me.
I just want to play poker with other people and take their money, their fake money.
I don't know.
Not
that
the
could
real
be,
money.
That could be completely wrong because, again, I'm saving all of my gold like a hoarder.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just hope I.
You know what I
can
think would be a fun activity in this game? Gold.
walking around naked.
Gold panning for actual
Oh
gold.
yeah, that's cool. I meet that guy in the single player game
Yeah.
all the time.
Same. Well, wouldn't that be cool? And then occasionally you get like a jackpot, like big bar or something. You can melt it down into big bars of gold for yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways, Samsonite, thank you very much for the question. I hopefully we answered it there for you. Basically we're in agreement with you. We're excited. See what's coming. Last but not least, we have the man with the tan. It's Dark Knight. Dark Knight writes in and says, with the new year almost upon us, what games over the horizon are you most excited for? He says February is going to be a fun month with Crackdown 3, Metro Exodus, Far Cry Jump Force, and Anthem, just to name a few. Kingdom.
Yeah, Metro Exodus actually got moved up a week.
Yeah. Jordan, let's start. Actually, can I start? This goes along with my similar thoughts on Rage.
Oh, Rage.
But for February, the next Metro Exodus is going to be the game that I get for that. The single player
It's a
first
week early.
person shooter just is really. I like Doom. I like Wolfenstein Colossus. I like Wolfenstein. I'm just really been enjoying the first person, 60 frames per second storytelling first person shooter. It's just and Metro looks really good.
Yeah.
So that's going to be me. Jordan, you're Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom
fan, I would
Hearts,
imagine.
Anthem, Rage, right? Those are all.
Roll Rage is May.
Yeah, but he said next year.
He called dibs.
Well, he says on the horizon. So
Is that-
February,
is
you know.
that no, right? Oh, okay.
He can't take my answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be spicy.
Well, Anthem.
Anthem, yeah.
Yeah, I said that. I feel like I said that like 5 times.
Yeah, Anthem looks so good.
Anthem's-
though. No one Far Cry Jump Force.
Far Cry.
The new Far Cry.
Well, Far Cry.
The new
just,
/ continuation.
the
Cry.
the new Far Cry.
Far Cry
game.
Apocalypse.
Right now,
Far Cry 79.
Yeah. I've only seen one trailer of Far Cry. You know, the only trailer that's out.
Yeah.
And it just feels like it Fortnite Rage, which may or may not be a good thing. But if I had to buy one of them, I'd probably buy Rage for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but Far Cry comes out way first.
But
It comes out way first.
Way first. Like way first.
but I'll just save my money.
okay, truth. There's truth to that.
And it comes out way first. That's funny.
Guys, this is our last podcast of 2018. Here's to 2018. Cheers.
Yay for
Any
2018.
any words that you'd like to say to the people? McSpicy.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for enjoying games. Thanks for playing games. Thanks for being a part of the community. Thanks for being cool.
Yeah, without you guys, I mean, we would still have these discussions. We just wouldn't have them with the mic, and that makes it a lot more fun. So thank you very much, guys. We really do appreciate it. We appreciate all you do. The community is amazing. Blows my mind how many positive, good people there are. Like, we really have no trolls.
Yeah. That's not a challenge out there. That's just a statement. We're not challenging.
I mean, you could try, but you're not going to get past
Yeah.
our anti-troll
We have
legislation
We have
that we've
troll
passed.
legislation.
Yeah, we talked to our senator about
Yeah,
it.
we've passed it. So we're the only ones that have it, and you're not going to pass it.
Challenge accepted.
No, really, thank you very much, guys. This has been a blast. 2018. We really are. We're so excited for 2019. It's going to be even funner. We have a lot of big plans headed, so stay tuned. We will be back. Let me look up the date just so you guys know.
January 3rd.
January
It's a Thursday.
3rd. Thursday,
Friday,
January 3rd.
Friday,
You have a
I am ocupado with a trabajo.
Yeah, so January 3rd, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Spend lots of time with your family, with your friends. Be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves. Should we hit the out button?
Oh, yeah. You're probably looking at I'm just hanging out over here. Whatever.
No, enjoy yourselves, guys. Don't forget, subscribe to us on iTunes. We're actually, this last episode, we were ranked 30th in the world.
That's awesome.
on iTunes with our last episode. So that's in the entire world.
The real world.
That's because of everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. If you haven't yet, subscribe to us on iTunes. Leave a review. We appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas again. Happy New Year's. See you guys later.
Okay, you got to say that. Say that question again, Jordan.
I don't know how we got on the topic.
Jordan
but-
literally just asked us, Marilyn
Was you want me to say it? Was Marilyn Monroe the first slut? That's what he just asked us. Right as the credits ended.
right as the credits end, right there.
Well-
No,
Well, who
No.
what? Like, what is it her? I mean, she's.
I mean you have who was it that
Cleopatra.
no
Oh, okay,
no who was it
okay.
that David killed the general, sent the general off to war for the lady that he was spying on in the bathtub.
Oh yeah. What's her name? I know what you're talking about. That's a biblical reference.
Yeah, that's I
What's,
mean she would be probably one of the first.
Well, would it be her or him?
I mean her.
What's a man slut called? A man slut?
A douche?
mutt?
A whore?
A douche? A douche?
whore?
A whore?
Man whore?
A gigolo?
a man.
Gigolo.
Hey, actually, I think you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah.
European gigolo.
The male gigolo.
A he whore.
A he whore.
That's
freaky.
Helen of Troy.
Helen of Troy.
Oh, okay, I guess we got a lot of age.
Bathsheba. Pickle
There,
Bathsheba.
yeah. The original slut.
The
OG.
The
OG.
Marilyn Monroe just perfected it, I guess.
Was she a
Did she perfect it? I mean,
Well, I mean, have you heard how she sang to the president
that's very true.
and how she stood
No,
on
no,
a
no.
subway
Wait a minute,
grate?
though. Let me defend Marilyn Monroe here.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I like her.
JFK was the he whore, not Marilyn Monroe. She was just seduced by him.
I'd
don't-
be sadist too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you? I mean, if you look at both of them next to each other, I don't know. I think she might have been more the seducing.
No, he had power, man. Like you.
She had a song.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
I don't know.
I don't care what kind of power you have.
I actually Marilyn Monroe, all time attractive. Yes.
Yeah, I think
she is
she's- I
attractive.
think she's-
But I think Jane Fonda prime. I'm become a Jane Fonda prime.
No, and I will counter that with Clint Eastwood. And
I mean,
when he was 20 years
I will
old.
say, yeah.
Like in what's that? Heroes. It's not Hogan's Heroes.
Also,
It's
John Wayne Prime, also super attractive, dude. The jaw of the century.
that Heroes show.
Was Marilyn Monroe like just a model?
No, she was an actress.
Oh, that's right, Marilyn Monroe.
Kelly's Heroes.
Because I know she's famous for
Have you seen Clint Eastwood and Kelly's Heroes?
I'm looking it up right now. Clint Eastwood, Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah, because I know she's famous for her very famous thing is the subway
He is
picture.
even my wife. We were watching Kelly's Heroes a while back. She's like, wow.
Oh, I'll counter you with that. Paul Newman, Cool Hand Luke. Whoa. Paul Newman is one attractive hombre. Paul Newman in his prime.
Actually, probably every movie star in their prime were just
Yeah, because isn't Marilyn
What
Monroe's
is it?
most
Hogan's Heroes? Kelly's Heroes.
Kelly's Heroes. You should watch that movie. It's really good. He is one just good-looking fella.
Let me see. Wait, I'm going images. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good.
Here you
He's
go.
got that steely look.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, yeah, steely. He's almost Wolverine before
Yeah,
Wolverine.
he was Wolverine before Wolverine. Have you seen his son?
Yeah,
Family's just got good genes.
I know.
No, yeah, because isn't Marilyn Monroe famous for her subway picture?
She's
The
famous
great-
for every picture that was taken of her.
That's talent.
Yeah.
So
really
maybe
is.
she was the original supermodel.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Cleopatra.
I mean, look at Paul Newman. Paul Newman.
Yeah. I still think Clint Eastwood. I still think Clint Eastwood. Like what? Yeah. I still think Clint Eastwood. I'm sorry. Well, maybe because I saw Paul Newman ride a bicycle, and it just really was a huge turnoff.
Paul Newman's a race car driver. He got into professional race car driving.
He's also Butch Cassidy.
He also is Cool Hand Luke. Robert Redford, Jeremiah Johnson, OG Robert Redford.
Well, and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, that's when he rode the bicycle. That totally freaked me out. Like, it'll give you nightmares.
It will give you nightmares.
It's like this way bad A movie about cowboys, and then randomly he starts riding a bicycle with a girl on the front, and it's like it was the 70s. You know, I guess it made sense to a lot of people.
Wait,
but,
the 70s were that what?
so the movie was made in the 70s,
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Butch
I thought you
Cassidy
said
and the
it was like
Sundance
Butch
Kid.
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in the 70s.
and
I
it's
was
a
like,
it's a really good movie.
yeah, they died.
Minus the hey, spoiler alert, it's been
10-year
like
rule.
50 years. Okay. Minus the part where he rides a bicycle, and it will be like, because it's a cool movie, and then randomly it's like clown music, and he's riding his bicycle, and it's like it's a shell shock moment. You're just confused. It's like in Metal Gear Solid 5 when the wiener gun comes out of the canyon, and you're just confused.
You're like, what is happening?
Yet
What is
excited.
happening?
Excited.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us for the after party. We appreciate it. We will see. I'll still be streaming. Jordan, I think, might still be streaming
Yeah, something.
during the break here. But we will see you guys for our podcast in the new year in 2019. We'll see you on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. The marathon is going to continue on through the holidays. So when you get a chance, jump in and check out the marathon. I forgot to talk about that on the podcast. Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Real cool, man.
Next time, we could just superimpose it, like just out of
Superimpose
nowhere,
it?
Just, guys, don't forget to go over it.
I think actually we could get away with that. We put it on the beginning of the show. We could figure something out, but nah, who cares?
Anyways, guys, have a good one. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys later.
Do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, we got to do our producer quotes.
Alpha X Builder.
Boom! There he is.
Beast
The beast.
for
Oh,
20 oh,
dude, that is.
Yeah,
sexy.
I put that in there for you.
that's a really good one. That makes me almost
Cerebra
change sides.
Assassin, my main man.
my man, Chief Wiggum 86.
Oh, there he is, the Chiefster. The Chiefster.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
That's Advanced Warfare.
Mysterious.
Dylan Domingo with Anthem. Look how
Javelin.
cool that looks.
Anthem does look cool.
All right, I think that. Okay, I'll show you my favorite slide.
Dr. Abel Abraham.
With
Also
Anthem.
Yeah.
Also Anthem.
Fitzy 8705. Thank
Coming
you
in
very
with
You
much.
can't see this in the
Odyssey.
picture, but he just murdered someone.
Oh.
That's my favorite
Ooh,
picture.
Freaky RO.
Yeah. With Lara.
Oh,
yeah.
So vulnerable yet not. Free Radical. Trials. I'm excited for Trials, by the way. Really excited for that
Happy
game.
Mayo, a little bit of Tracer.
Yeah, he's been Tracer every time.
Oh.
Minus the one, Jessica Upchurch. Yeah, that's Rainbow Six, by the way.
Yeah.
Ten of All Dreams.
Battlefield.
Very
Boom.
good. Jordan, have you seen these new ones?
Yeah.
Michael Cantini, Titanfall. I can even name the gun.
Boobs.
R56 Cooper.
Also Battlefield.
Reactor League. That's Metro.
That's Metro. That is correct.
Oh, I can't wait for that game.
Richard Brown.
Another Titanfall.
Yeah, I love that slide
That one's cool too with the
That's
blue,
so
the blue
good.
hue. Rowboat.
With a little Titan
My
Destiny.
man Rowboat. Who's in my posse quite frequently.
Ronan.
Have
Ronan.
no fear.
What game is that?
I don't know.
Halo 5.
Arcade. Shane A. Burge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Terry Seppi.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
Battlefield. The Shadow Navy.
Origins.
Origins. Silhouettes. Tier 1 ups.
Fallout.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Fallout.
And last but not least, it's Wheezy Whistle.
I'm going to guess Odyssey, but I don't know that.
That is.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Is it even a game?
I don't know.
Hey, thank you very much, guys. We love you. We'll see you later. See ya next year.
Yeah. See you January 3rd.
January 3rd, 2019. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye now.